Welcome to Seven-Sided Dice Dungeons and Dragons, 5th edition Carpathian adventure. I'm Tom. In a moment, we'll introduce the players. Before that, thank you for joining us. We're a group of gamers who get together in real life to play Dungeons and Dragons. Some of us are military, some are in IT, others retail managers, a few are parents, students, etc. So we do this strictly for fun. We hope you enjoy it nonetheless. A few thank yous to shout out. Thank you, Sirenscape, for the use of their audio sound effects. That's www.syrenscape.com. Thank you, artist Yenu, for the terrific character art. Please patronize him at the @ Yenu, Jeinu Draws, DRAWS, on Instagram, or the @ Jeinu on Tumblr and Twitter. Thank you, artist Silky Noir, for your art as well. Silky Noir did Rexon's marvelous character art that you will see in a moment. Please patronize Silky Noir on DeviantArt at DeviantArt/Silky Noir. No, you don't need to move. Sorry about that. Talking to somebody else off camera here. Appreciate it. Patronize them at Silky Noir, SILKYNOIRE. Silky Noir is all one word. Most importantly, we'd like to thank you, our Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, now Facebook followers, as well as our YouTube subscribers. Thank you for joining us. If you have not already, please follow on Twitch, Instagram, and Twitter. Please like on YouTube and Facebook, and please subscribe on YouTube. If you follow or donate on Twitch, or if you subscribe on YouTube, your username should, if technology is working correctly, should pop up on screen. It should pop up in this screen. I think it pops up right above. It should pop up on screen. During the stream, some of us are watching Twitch. Please feel free to comment or ask questions. While live, we will endeavor to answer the questions if they're appropriate questions. Ryan, or the Carpathian Adventures of Balder, is marked as... It has a little bit of a synopsis of what happened last week. There's some jumbled stuff going on here. Some things changed last minute. Let's jump over. Right, if technology works with us, Ryan, thank you for jumping in.
No problem.
And I was talking to Ryan as he shifted around the room here a moment ago.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I didn't know which one was going to go on.
There's so many cameras.
So, with the race completed and the attack on the Hippodrome contained, the champions of the sun ventured out to the streets of Constantinople, first visiting a blacksmith to procure barding for Kip's wolf companion Lycoa, and then to their ship, the Re de Italia. On board, they met with Oda and Adeltine, who revealed their intentions for breaking into Osmangazi's palace. The party saw an opportunity and offered to help them gain access to the palace once again in return for Oda's aid. Being called in a different direction by his god, Shalom parted ways with the group. The party spent the night drinking in the Danish strudel
Blatant
strudel, and then returned to the palace. The following morning, they were given more research from the library, a potion to de-age the warrior Balder, finally, and the scroll of teleportation. Kip was led to an area specifically desired to facilitate the training of his wild beasts. The process was strenuous, but he successfully bonded with his giant poisonous snake. Before continuing, he decided to continue the following day after a night of rest.
Huzzah! Huzzah! And welcome. Travel back 700 years. The year is roughly 1319. Hungary is at its height, and the nascent Ottomans are on the rise. While the papacy is being challenged by an anti-pope, the Templars recede into memory. Something is a bit off about the Teutonic Order, and yet they seem to be growing in power. Castles have risen throughout the lands to consolidate feudal power and deal with the Viking threat, yet the Varangian mercenaries still abound. Farther afield, inside the neither holy nor Roman nor an empire, HRE, two emperors battle for power, and France continues to duke it out with England. Interspersed among humanity's trials and tribulations, powerful dragons and vampires have some undefined rivalry. Something wicked has unleashed a new horror from the bowels of the earth, and a deceased character may have unleashed a plague as well. Welcome. With the bells ringing in the background, the demon comes down the stairs. Welcome to the Carpathian Adventure. Huzzah! Welcome back, everybody. I'm glad everybody's here. Yes.
Hello.
Hey, Reiner. Reiner's joining us. We had slightly shifted around on some of the table's seatings.
I'm on the cool side now.
Yes, Dylan is on the... Dylan,
We're no longer using the other side.
Well,
It's, Reiner, did you...
no one over there is here yet.
Reiner, did you use deodorant? Because you're all over there all by yourself.
Yeah, brand new smell vision.
I'm kidding, man.
Oh yeah, sure. I'm just gonna like go on a rampage and slaughter everybody in the party and vengeance.
Oh no!
I know I didn't know you were going to do that.
Yeah, we know.
But thank you for that heads
and
up.
It's 93
I do appreciate it.
Of course, there's no fun in doing it without warning.
Could you imagine Balder and Matthias fighting each other, like hitting every one every 10 times?
Yeah.
Oh, because your armor. Yeah, you guys are the tanks.
9 out of 10 misses.
In my case, I'm literally the medieval equivalent of a tank, at least on horseback.
In that case, we would probably just stop the fight and try and kill either one, and probably just try and defeat one of you just to end it.
We get each other with cantrips that can't miss.
Yeah.
No attack roll.
Well, he doesn't have magic, does he?
Oh, I think I have the advantage.
Yeah.
I don't know. Does Matthias have any magic? Not really.
No, not really. I'm the normie of the group.
Just use saving throw cantrips.
The missile thing.
It is the champions of the sun. Sun's 70th day out. You've been 70 days out, Matthias, from Buddha. It is late morning. The party departs the Yengena Sira Tabiahwe ritual casting station and is escorted back to the Emperor's advisor's office. Theodore Medikites, the Empress Irene de Montferrat are still with you. The librarian Theodore Hertenicus, Irene's son Demetrius, and the Dome of the Hippodrome Canistra have already departed. As previously mentioned, Theodorus, Irene, and Canistra are all looking a little worse for wear. It seems like they had been up most of the previous night. Would be just a quick guess from the way they look. Again, it is late morning. Theodore sees you come back into the office after finishing with the snake. Does the snake have a name?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
That's an unusual name.
Not yet.
Not yet.
His name is an insert name here.
Exactly.
Is that like naming a ship not for hire?
Not for
Yeah.
hire. You're back in the office. Theodore says to you, will you be remaining overnight? I mean, it's late morning.
I believe so.
Very well. And unless you ask otherwise, if someone comes in to escort you to your rooms, you don't have to go there. Where are you guys going? What are you doing? It's a late morning.
It's late morning.
Well, because you started out, it was pretty much the morning when you went
Right.
to
Yeah,
start
it's
off.
first thing.
So by now, after all of that, it's probably late morning.
So after seeing him succeed with the snake, I'm not really worried anymore, and I'm going to go to the library and see if they found the research.
You did ask them the night before to look for any research for you. You run into, as you go into the library itself, you run into Elbe. Well, Theodorus Britannicus approaches you, and he goes, Elbe tells me you were looking for some information on dragons.
Specifically their diamonds, yes.
There's literally volumes and volumes of information if you follow me.
Yep.
He guides you over to a table in this palatial library. It is just stacked with books as far as you can possibly see and scrolls. As I mentioned last time you walked into the library, you would need some type of system to be able to navigate this, or at least an assistant to be able to do so. Stacked on a table, there's this huge wooden table with a couple of candelabras illuminating it, and there's light coming in from above as well. There's a mound of information, and written on top is a hastily written scroll with some what looks like cliff notes, if you will, some abbreviated points. And Theodora says, not 100% sure what you were looking for, but I hope this information will suffice. And he pushes it over gently towards you. And this is kind of a synopsis, if you will, of what you find on top of it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Cool as beans?
Mm-hmm.
So you're in the library. The two of you, Kip, you're at exhaustion level 2. You're very, very tired. You're very, very.
Yeah.
You've never felt this level of exhaustion before, probably, or probably not.
Yeah.
And
Not when he only sleeps for 4 hours.
this is true. It's true, and I don't even know if it's really sleep per se. It's some kind of variation on that theme. But anyway, so you meander back into your rooms. What are you guys doing?
I mean, for me, back in the room, I think I will. I'll grab some food on the way.
There's plenty of food in the room.
yeah.
There's like a common area,
Right.
and it's very ornate as opposed to Sagut, which was all intricately carved. White marble. This is very gold over the top with inlaid pieces of crystal, like more decorative crystal than anything else. Pieces of glass and what have you.
Yeah. So I'll eat and drink, and then I will go and take a nap for minimum 4 hours.
Okay, you go to sleep. Baldur, what are you doing?
Oh, since I got some free time, I'll grab some breakfast as well. And I'll just kind of set myself up in a corner in the common area and just kind of tinker around with my herbalist kit.
Okay, the three of you are pretty much occupied. Mattias, what are you doing? Anything?
Nothing in particular, but I do grab something to eat and then head to my room before giving one last prayer and going to sleep.
Okay. And then it's late morning. It's not.
Late morning.
It's
I
late
forgot
morning.
it
I mean,
was-
you can go to sleep whenever you want.
Well then, no. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay, you're getting back to me. The day passes, unless you guys do anything. The day passes. Kip, you get into as deep of a rest as you can possibly get into, and you sleep soundly for it, unless you guys do anything, for about 4 hours or so. And it's almost the equivalent. It is the equivalent of a full rest.
For me, it would be a long rest at 4. Yeah.
Yeah. For you, you're probably not going to get the same equivalent. You can't just like 4, 4, 4, 4, 4 and get the same effect. You'd have to.
Right. I think I can only do one exhaustion level at a time anyway.
Yeah.
So
So you'd have to wait. So you're going to be up. You're going to be like pinging all night probably. So it's one of those. Before you know it, it's late afternoon, evening. The sun is starting to go down. You can see the rays of light disappearing across the roof. It's nighttime at this point, approaching nightfall. Yes, go ahead.
Does this have like a works cited, like where the cliff notes came from, like which specific passage on the table?
Not really. I mean, there's an acolyte there.
Yeah, I'm gonna call
Abel.
over.
Is there? Yes. What is it?
There's speech here of a powerful gem. It came from one of the tomes in here. I was wondering if you just knew which one it was. The Diamond Dragon de Dew.
Legend tells of a dragon diamond of immense power called Diamant Dragon de Dieu. Supposedly this diamond, when mounted in the correct weapon, has the power to slay vampires and demons and drive gods from this plane. Sure. He pushes a tome over towards you.
Yeah.
Have you ever read
That's
like
interesting.
an automotive manual?
Kind of.
Okay, so as you read through it, you understand a lot of the
What'd you get?
words,
Oh.
and it's very,
what did
very
that?
clear what they are.
We
You
got
could
a
probably guess what a
tablet that makes me
carburetor
fertile
is.
for
Yeah.
4
You could
hours.
probably, but if they said the
But it's
fourth
cool 'cause I'm
butterfly
allowed to go
valve
down and down
off
from
the
whatever her role.
hydromechanical
So I can, like, look at it
unit
and go,
to
what
the
So
going
it's
from
ran for
the
people who
POU
are-
to the
So it's written for people who already have an understanding of
yeah.
the topic.
So they push it through, and you can like decipher through, and you gather that's kind of what you figured out, unless you're trying to find something more
I'm
specific.
Specifically looking for the religious military order that best possessed this.
That might take a little longer. I mean, we'd have to dig through some of these. We don't know which one. If there's one, there was multiple religious orders.
It's like specifically that one of the military ones that's possessed this specific diamond.
Yes, I mean, there's multiple. I don't know who it is. We'll try and find out for you. It's not something you can just Google it. But,
What's Google?
exactly. So he sets about trying to look for it, but you get a sense that this is not something he's going to quickly find in all of that information. Does that make sense?
So what I'm going to do is, it's night now, you said, around?
It's unless you, I'll let you retcon it a little bit, but unless you say otherwise, the sun's starting to go down.
So since it's starting to go down, what I'm going to do is so that one went off to, is there another acolyte that I can call over?
They're darting all over the
I'm
place.
going to call a different one over.
He comes over. Yes, how may I help you?
I am staying here in the palace. I need these books and research brought to my room so I can further go over them.
Books are not allowed to leave the library, so. But, I mean, if there's something you want to copy, we can get you paper and a pen. And a quill.
No, it was just so that I could read it at my room overnight. I'll just
stay as long as you want.
Yeah. So I'll just stay here then. So I'm just going to stay here. I'm just going to start thoroughly reading to see if there's anything that I would deem significant that this seemed to have missed.
Okay. So you start plowing through. It's huge tomes, and some of them you have to roll out. Some of them, they're all handwritten. So it's not only are you deciphering the information, but you're also deciphering
the
handwriting at the same time. I mean, you're an intelligent individual. You figure it out. But if you've ever read script, if you've ever read like a late 18th century, early 19th century census, you can see that sometimes an R looks like a
I have horrible handwriting,
U,
so
and sometimes an E looks like a C, and you're like, but you continue to plow through it. Before you know it, it's nighttime. The windows overhead are dark. Mattias, you're in your room. You're having your fill of food, unless you say otherwise.
Yep. Okay.
Just read until you pass it.
Did you successfully make anything?
I did.
What did you make?
I don't know if it works. We have to test it. But it is a tablet that will make one fertile for 4 hours.
Interesting.
We gotta see if. Have no clue if it'll actually do that.
Try
That's
it on
what it's
fans.
supposed to be.
Tablet. Okay.
Yeah, hold on. Tablet.
Tablet.
Oh, it's a pill.
Yeah.
Pill. And how do you consume it?
That's the good one.
Where does it go in?
You smear it on one's crotch.
A
So
pill?
you gotta break it up a little bit.
Oh, so you make it into like a fine dust.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just the pill makes it easy to carry.
Okay, so unless you do anything else, it's nighttime at this point.
I'll check on Oda.
You check on Oda. Oda's there with you.
Because, I think this only takes me,
She
a
asks
couple
you,
hours?
how long are we going to be here?
I think the plan is to leave tomorrow.
Oh, very well.
If I remember correctly. But, so we should be heading out soon.
Right.
We just got another day. We're here. Kip's resting up. I don't know if we ever asked, but who is Adeltine to you? We just assume she's your sister, but...
It's complicated. Can we talk about it later?
Yeah, whenever you're ready. Just curious.
I don't think she'll be coming with us, though.
No,
If that's all right.
I don't think she is now.
The night continues to pass. People bring in fresh food. Everything you can imagine is brought in. There's drink and food brought in, and the night passes. If you remain in the palace, the night passes uneventfully.
After like the first 30 minutes or so of looking through all the stuff, I'm going to start praying to my goddess. Like, I'm trying to find this diamond so I can help the people in the vision you sent me. I mean, if I'm able to get it, I might also take down an order that's an enemy of yours. Like, if they worship a false god. If you help me find out who these people are specifically, it would be immense help to everyone here.
Roll percentile.
So, lose 10 place. 94.
Okay, roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
Ooh. Disadvantage too.
Well, you're not exactly a,
Yeah, I know.
not exactly a priest.
Nice.
6 total.
Okay. You don't think your call was unheard, but nothing happens right away. Does that make sense?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep
Understood.
through
You're
until I drop.
plowing through,
Yeah.
and you're primarily trying to find out what you're looking for keys as to the military order itself.
Yeah,
Or are you? I mean, are you skimming, or are you actually reading line by line? Because there's pounds of information here.
I'm reading until I'm looking for key points that talk about the order, other crystals of power, dragon weaknesses. And once I start reading a couple of lines that don't really talk about that, I'm skipping down a few more
Roll an
lines.
investigation check.
Investigation. Alright, no, okay. 11.
Nothing yet.
Okay.
Nothing yet. Okay. You continue to burn the midnight oil. At some point, you find yourself.
Yeah, at the point I
Starting
can't
to
focus
drift
anymore, I
off.
just
Okay.
drop, yeah.
They let you take your notes with you
Mhm.
and anything that they provided you with, but you just can't take the tomes out of the room. Does that make sense?
Yeah, like once it gets to the point where I
He says,
can't focus anymore.
somebody comes over to you. Do you want us to leave these here with you?
Yes. Keep them separated in the piles that I've created. I have it read and unread set. Make sure they're still here when I get back.
The ones you've read, may we put them away?
Leave them just in case I need to refer to them later.
Very well. I hope you have a good night's rest.
I'll be back in 2 years.
I hope you have a good day's rest,
2
assuming based on your
years.
based on your shift. I assume you rest in the day, so have a good day's rest. So,
Thank you.
see you.
And as you leave, you notice that there's very significantly fewer people in here as the day progresses. You get a sense that it probably never, quote, shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them are acolytes doing research. Some are probably also secondarily guards to just ensure that even nobles, not necessarily yourself, but other nobles
Don't break the rules of the library.
Yes, exactly. I mean, it's the librarian with a ruler,
We're having a down day.
so to speak. Welcome, Brad.
Hello.
So I found a vampire slaying diamond.
What?
I found a passage talking about vampire slaying diamond.
Is it made from dragons?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't know where it is yet. Don't know who has it
Oh, it's
yet.
like a specific diamond.
Yes.
I thought it was just diamonds in like a
No.
type of. Okay. Fair enough.
So you are all in the room at this point, and you can and talking at this point.
It's
Matt.
those dragon diamonds, Oda one.
Alright, sorry, I blacked out again. What did I miss?
You missed a whole day.
So I guess after my rest, I will seek out the Lady Irene and see if she's ready to continue with the tiger.
You look her. It's by late afternoon, evening at this point. You don't find her right now.
Okay. So I'll see if somebody can send her a message to say I'm ready when you.
There's not a guard, but a
Let's go.
servant outside.
Yeah,
Okay.
Garçon.
No, it was on her.
On him. He says, yes, I'll send a message to her. You're ready to proceed.
Yes.
Very well. I mean, she might not be back until the morning.
Okay.
22.
Then I will see her in the morning.
Just keeping track of something.
Very well.
And I will.
you just like move your water bottle one direction?
I'm gonna leave the palace.
Like I usually
Head on out to the city.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. But before I go, I'm gonna ask Angel. If he knows. Angel, do you know of a place where I might be able to hire someone to run a couple errands for me?
Well, I'll run some errands for you, sir. If you desire, what is it you want?
I'm looking for information on some people in the city, so I'm trying to locate them. So I need to find.
It's a very big city. Can you be slightly
It is.
more specific?
Yes, I can give a description of a couple people, but it might be, I would need it to be discreet.
Well, I can be very discreet, sir, or I can be as indiscreet as you desire. Or if you'd like me to find someone else, I can't guarantee their discretion. It's not the thing we normally do.
Then, if you are willing, I'll trust you with this task.
Sure.
And I will provide a description of Sapale.
Try and describe him.
As you
Well,
he's a person.
he has features very similar to mine. He is.
Is he your brother?
No. I actually believe he is an enemy.
He's a what, sir?
An enemy of the crown, or the emperor, rather. An enemy of the emperor. He typically, he should have an instrument with him.
What kind of instrument?
Stringed instrument. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Very well.
I don't know. He's a mercenary. He's and I will lift up my my headband just to the tip of my ear and say, he's of my kind.
He almost looks around and he says, I would pull that back down.
And I do. Discretion on him.
Yes. Understood. You said there were two.
Yes. And then a woman he is with, I don't know. I didn't meet her the first time. I only got the glimpse of her, so I'm going to describe her as I described her to
You
Borin.
saw her for a whopping less than 6 seconds.
I described her well enough to Borinth that he would remember her. So
yeah, but he did roll a 20.
Right, correct. So I will just use the same description, which obviously triggered a memory in Borinth, would not trigger the same with Anhel. Blonde hair, about yay high, wearing, I saw her last wearing these types of garbs.
He seems to have a really good understanding of what Sapal looks like. The other one, he's not so sure, but I will look.
Yeah, you might find them together.
I will look.
Yeah, so their whereabouts would.
And they're both dangerous, you said.
Yes. Keep your distance.
And where would they most likely be?
I would imagine someplace seedy. Like an underground.
There's a lot of undergrounds.
Indeed.
Big
I can imagine.
They'd specifically be in a room with 4 walls.
Yeah.
We will look.
So any information you might be able to find would be helpful.
Are they looking for you?
Pyramids.
I don't know that they are specifically looking for me or my party. However,
It should be pretty simple.
we have had run-ins with them in the past, so it could be coincidence.
I mean, I will look, sir. But if you wanted to, I'm not an investigator, but just as a novice in this, and it would be intriguing to participate. If you wanted to try and flush them out, is that the term?
Yes.
Perhaps you might sit in a square while myself and some others are watching off from a distance and see if they ever approach. You might have to sit there for quite a while.
That's okay. We can do that.
Could be dangerous.
This whole mission could be dangerous.
Dangerous.
Well, let me know if you want to do that. I will look.
Okay.
And where are you going? He doesn't ask
He
that.
doesn't even know what that word
Yeah.
means.
So at that point, I'll just say, well, will you be rallying some men to do this with you, or?
Well, I don't want to draw attention.
Right.
I will wander through some places I know initially.
Where do you suggest that I linger?
Well, because of the
central area
number
of
of
town.
transients, maybe perhaps down near the docks. But you're going to have the greatest number of people coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
And there are several open squares there that operate as places to unload cargo, and there's a lot of coming and going. And it's an open enough area that if you were to position yourself there, eventually someone, if they wanted to recognize you, they might see you there. Besides here, is there anywhere else in the city that you would be known to frequent or go, or do you own any property here?
No.
I think the docks would be best.
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that comes to mind. I mean, again, it's a huge city, so I don't know.
Okay. What's the name of the ship?
The Raid Italia.
If you can meet me at the Raid Italia in how much time do you need to?
A couple of hours. I mean,
Yeah.
I'll look around, but I
Okay.
mean, I don't know what I'm going to
The Red
find.
Italy?
It's getting
Yeah.
dark too.
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
What is the Raid
Just
Italia?
say it fast.
It's a ship.
The Red
At the
Italy.
docks.
Is it your ship?
Yes. Well, not my personal ship, but
Does these individuals know that you have a ship?
I am not sure.
I mean,
I don't know if they've been following us or.
they probably have. I think they know more than we think.
Yeah.
If they know you have a ship, is it possible that they might be watching your ship?
It's possible.
I don't know. I'm not an investigator.
Did we hear you?
But I will take a look.
I mean,
I don't know where you are.
I thought we were all in the same room.
I'll be back in
So
a
I'm
few
just like,
hours.
talking.
Okay. Yes. Let me know if you find anything, and then maybe tomorrow we can set up this operation if you do not get any information.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Angel. Be careful.
Sure.
Son of a
Butler
if you are,
to do
if you are in-
espionage.
Yeah.
It wasn't a butler. He's a guard.
Is he a guard?
It was an accolade from the library.
How dare, how dare you call
this-
him
no,
a
that was-
butler?
That's the guy that's been like showing us around the
How
castle. And
dare
everything.
you.
run
You
the
should have
castle.
asked me.
Yeah, he offered. He said he could do it.
He's like, you know how sneaky people who live in castles are? Come on.
No.
Those are the people. Angel's the type of person that
Actually,
most
that's
people
fair
ignore the
point.
most.
I believe that. Yeah. That is true.
Well, if you were in a room where everyone could hear you, count me in.
If you
I'm-
just killed
I
my
am
favorite
up for some
NPC.
espionage.
Now he is my
Out
favorite
of
NPC.
everybody?
NPCs, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who my favorite is, but it's not him.
But right now it's Angel for me.
It's not that guy.
You killed your favorite NPC.
Yeah.
Well, if he killed my favorite NPC by saying him on this
It would
mission.
be me. It would be Hill.
All right.
Okay.
You're splitting hairs there.
Okay, so Brad, you were there. It's nighttime. What is Jumnus doing, if anything?
Jumnus has a very particular plan in mind, but I need Borinth here for it. It relies on him. So he's not here. I need...
He's standing right there.
Yeah.
I mean, we all see him.
But I need Brian's okay on a specific thing.
Are you testing a new spell, Anita?
No,
So are you
no.
gonna hold your action?
I'm gonna hold my action until Brian shows up.
Wait, hold on. You want me to impersonate him?
That's pretty good,
Is
actually.
that good?
Yeah, you know, maybe flex a little bit more, but
Skip leg day.
yeah, because what I want to do is I want to go find Gorske and the other one.
Oh yes,
I gotta. Is Gorski the one I don't like more, or
No, it's the.
what's the other one?
Gudsnacht Neo
That's the
and
one.
Yeah, Gorski is the one.
Gorski's
Gorski is the
right.
one that's like that, right? I hate
not
him.
a ski.
I hate him more.
The rat face.
I want to find Gutsnak and Gorski. If, but I specifically I want Borat there with me because I want to give them. Yeah.
I'm gonna steal the ham.
No, I'm not stealing anything.
Oh.
No. So, hopefully cooler, but. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I can't do without Borat.
Understood. So night, it is completely dark. There's some overhead windows over the common area where you are at. This is probably not on. No, it is not on. And Tom ran out of time. And night falls. There's food out and about. Virexin meanders back in, looking a little bit tired at this point. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that that's probably the case.
On my way to my room, I'm just going to stop by and just like grab a few things and just like grab a few pieces of food off the table and keep walking.
Well, there's a common area.
Yeah.
And your rooms are off the common area. So you have like your own private area, if you will, inside of the palace. It's akin to what you might call a suite in a hotel, if you will. This is the Blackernay's palace. You can see it's...
So actually, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to
All right then.
like eat in the common area and see if any of us walk by, like any other members.
All right. Okay. Well, you're in a large room. Imagine a very ornate room with alcoves off of it, and then with those alcoves there are a combination of doors and curtains, and they go into a separate sleeping quarters, almost as if there's a dozen of them off a private common area. In this common area, there is place like large lounge type puffy bags to sit upon and what have you. Probably not cabriolet couches or anything like that. But very, very comfortable, if you will, laying on the floor. You could literally stuff your face and pass out on the floor and probably be comfortable. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay, and it is nighttime. Most of you who did not rest during the day, except for Kip, are probably getting very, very, very tired at this juncture. And Borinth wakes up, strolls over.
What's everybody doing? Where you guys been?
Give me some food.
Just so I'm clear, this is the day that we were given the scroll. We met with Irene and charmed the snake.
That was early this morning.
Yes.
Correct.
Same day.
It's the same day.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just making sure.
Yep. It's all the same day. That happened in the morning, and
And honestly, it was like 2 weeks ago.
And I went to bed.
and Kip went to bed for 4 hours.
To bed.
Okay.
I was tired. Ate some food, went to sleep.
I just kept talking to the same NPCs over and over again,
Did you?
and they just
Yeah.
kept saying the same thing.
Yeah.
Warmth was just brooding.
They have their one line, and then that's it.
Yeah.
Come back tomorrow. Okay.
Yo,
My favorite is when it just doesn't make sense. It's a total non sequitur. They just say something, and it's just like out of context. This means nothing, and they keep repeating it. How attached?
I told you, the lady at the bar may know more.
Pretty. Depends.
The bandit.
Pretty attached to it.
Would you be willing to put it on the line in a depth?
I used to be an adventurer like you. I
Physical
took an arrow to the
combat.
Always remember.
To redeem me
Who's
losing
doing the
the-
fighting?
So here's my plan. We go find Gorski and Bootsnock.
Neho.
And we offer them a double or nothing fight. 2-on-2. But we have to put something else up in addition to my mace.
Are you talking
For
to,
a double or
Are
nothing.
you talking to Borinth or are you talking to Brian right
Both.
now?
Collaboratively.
Of course I'm gonna fight with you.
Okay.
Is there ever a question as to whether or not I would fight or not fight?
I mean, I don't know. You might. I don't. Well, one, I don't know what they will say. But apparently, I messed up because I didn't understand the rules of the race, and I lost my mace, which is fine. I'm okay with that. But we also didn't win the hammer, which is the what I'm more upset about.
I mean, if you want, I can kill the both of them and just take the hammer.
I mean, I'm not
Yes.
about killing
I'm
them.
all
Like,
for
I don't think we should do that. That doesn't seem
Wait,
right
I thought
to me.
that we were supposed to. I thought that he was the one with who was obsessed with a sense of brotherly honor.
Nice and easy.
Brotherly, they're not my brothers.
Are we there?
You
Oh,
guys
I
can
thought
be
that-
there.
Never mind.
You're all in the
Pretty
common area
sure we're all in
together.
the same room.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's fine. Yeah. Okay.
I would be honored to
I
fight
like
with
this
you.
plan.
But I mean, like I said, they could just be like, "No, here, give me the mace and
And then I'll take it.
get lost." So I mean, if that's what they say,
They
that's
seem
fine.
like they
just
like
say
to
we get them
gamble.
drunk.
But
and
they
steal the
seem
hammer.
very capable. We can't steal it because
Why
it's
not?
there. Well,
Plus, there are probably 10 people after
No,
us.
we're not going to steal it.
We're just
We're
gonna kill
going to
them.
earn
Earn
it.
it.
earn
I
it.
feel like we've already earned it.
So-
I feel like the way you... Well, we didn't, because we lost. I lost.
So what your
That
plan is
semantics.
2 of us versus 2 of them, double or nothing.
No.
Well, it was boring.
2 of us.
Okay, yeah.
And me.
So 2 of you versus 2 of them.
That was
double
the
or
idea.
nothing.
I mean, yeah, it's a caster and a fighter and a melee fighter
Let's
against
do
a
it.
Caster and a melee fighter.
But they have to. I mean, like I said, they have to agree to it. But
My only thing is,
gotta
should
see
we
it.
use Borinth or Baldur?
what?
How dare you? Do you want me to
Well,
show
here's
you?
the
Do
thing.
you want me to show you right now?
If we're
Which
doing,
one we should use?
if we're doing double or nothing, and he's putting his axe on the line, he'd
It
have
was
to
their
defend.
race. It was their race that
So-
got.
It was my
Interrupted.
race, me and Mattias.
Mm-hmm.
Borinth won his race.
Well,
Well, Kip.
I'm sure Borinth will be happy.
Yeah.
I came in.
We.
As
You
much
just
as I'd like
survived
to,
it.
survived.
You survived the race.
as much as I'd like to crush in some skulls, I'm sure Borinth would be happy to do it.
I think it would only be fair if he was to put his weapon on the line.
I just
And this
don't
is
know
up-
which
this is
one
up
of you
to
are stronger.
And I'm not going to object
you, Thomas.
first.
It's not.
I
I mean,
got
it's
you
for
back.
him, really.
I got.
For whoever wants this cool lightning.
I got all of your backs.
I want the hammer.
I want the
just
hammer.
drag
You guys
it.
can fight over it.
Like,
if we
huh?
get it. That would be dope.
I mean,
Dog goes to pick it up.
I could
He's
probably
pulling on
use
it, the
2
dog
hammers.
just-
I'm sure you could. Absolutely.
Let's do it. To the
That
to
would
the
be dope.
strudel.
Actually.
Who needs to go to bed?
I
To the
like the way
strudel.
this feels.
Also, I did some
Are you gonna call
research
us
today,
your
and I found something
broomsticks?
very
Endgame
interesting
spoilers.
about dragon diamonds.
Yeah, I was thinking it, but I didn't say it. Yes.
It was
I found some
epic.
very interesting thing about dragon
Oh
diamonds.
yes, hello, yes.
Apparently they're like fingernails like we have, like, and they just break off every once in a while.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And also, well, the certain dragon grows certain colors, like a red dragon would grow like a red diamond.
Uh-huh.
The older the dragon gets, the paler the diamond gets, which I found very
Is
interesting.
that better or worse?
Well, it's like us having gray hair. It actually doesn't affect the value, interestingly enough.
It
So it's
could
not
mean
m-
that we're dealing with
It's
an
not
ancient
more
dragon.
or less valuable based on.
How old the dragon is, exactly.
I find that
So it
strange,
could be an
actually.
ancient dragon's diamonds.
One would think
So
that a
if
more
we-
pale one would
Because
have
it
been
might be
worth
power.
more because it's older. but-
We're talking
I
about
know.
work.
Tell
What
them the
about
most
power?
interesting part.
That's-
And the most interesting part,
Oh, okay.
which some of them are magical or have
Yeah.
inherent magical abilities, including the ability to slay vampires and demons and drive gods off of this plane.
Which
What?
is why he would keep
What?
it. for
I'm
himself.
sorry. Wait. What? How do they even know that?
The Diamant Dragon de Du, if
Some smart
placed,
guy wrote it in a book.
if placed in a specific weapon, has the power to slay vampires and demons
Maybe a
and to
hammer.
drive gods off of this plane. And since I discovered this, I called dibs on the diamond. I'm just laying that out there now.
Does it happen to know what weapon we need?
No, it does not say that. It says
Yeah.
mounted in the correct
Specific
weapon.
lightning hammer.
It's very specific lightning hammer, yes.
That sounds like.
They do not know the location though. All they know is that a religious military order was last seen to have it. I have acolytes searching right now to see if they can find the name of that order.
There's a bunch of them.
Well,
It's
let's see.
probably
There are
some
only
kind of
about
fancy
10 or 20 in Christendom.
I'll just storm them then. See if they have the diamond. Just go to
Yeah,
the
let's go.
front
Let's
base.
just go kick their front door open. Absolutely.
Like, give us the diamond.
That'll work out very well.
That's what you're about to do
Down
right
the
now.
door of a religious monastic fighting order. Yes, we'll just kick down all 20, one at a time. Go up to their front doors, kick in their doors,
Yeah.
and say, "Give me the diamond." And then they'll say, "We don't have the diamond," and then we'll have to go to the next one.
That is the best plan Mattias has ever had.
Yes,
That was pretty good.
By the time
That is
That is a
that's
really
pretty
good
sound
plan,
plan.
Natty.
I don't
it
know.
really is.
All in favor
Wait,
of that plan.
wait.
That was pretty
Aye,
good.
aye.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
about it.
thank
So-
you, Mattias. You
So
just
forget the hammer.
that's
Everything.
the
We're
plan.
going to do
Does-
this now, right?
Does Matthias know where all 20 of them are? Where do we start?
Yeah, you have a list.
Yeah, which one?
We know a few of them, and one of them actually controls an entire state, and one is in Spain.
okay.
That seems like a good place to start. The
I
one
mean,
that
we
controls
already
the whole
have to
state.
go halfway across this
Well, yeah,
world
well,
anyway.
No, but yeah, what we'll do is we'll go there,
Six
and then
of
we'll
us.
just work our way back to here.
split up.
In time for Dumbness's armor to be made.
Split up and cover more
Yeah,
ground.
Go in 6 different
I'm
directions.
gonna stop in the 8 other
There's
cities.
a
that have
couple
armor
houses
made
right
on
down
the
the
way.
street from here.
Yeah,
We
I'll
can
keep
start
going.
there.
Go
They don't let you in
Just
door.
say you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that works.
Sneak out the window, go to Spain, come
Dude.
back.
Well, we could
Just going in every house, pulling apart the bedroom. There's nothing
Hang on,
in here.
hang on, Mattias.
What did you
Say that again, Mattias.
Can I please remind everyone that the order that controls a state also has clockwork dragons on their side?
It's probably that one.
Well, that's actually the one we were thinking it was. So
We'll do that one last.
No, we start with
No,
that one.
do that one now.
Oh yes,
We start
tear
with
down
that.
the entire order of the Teutonic Knights. That's
Yeah.
going to be easy.
Hey,
That's
you wanna
last,
do
actually
You get the difficult one out of the way,
That's
so it's just
part of my
it's
agenda.
a
our
breeze
last,
for the
our
rest of it.
last run-in with a clockwork dragon, he liked us.
Yeah.
So maybe that hasn't changed.
Yes, and we were
Did he?
very close
Yeah.
to being
He helped
crushed
us.
and eaten by a giant
He jumped in
worm
and killed the other dragon.
before it came
Or
in
fought
and
it off.
smashed
Wait,
it to
no, it wasn't even a
pieces.
dragon.
They were made by
Well, the
Nazis,
thing.
weren't
He
they?
fought off the thing.
They were made by the
They
Nazis.
were Nazis,
weren't they?
yeah. That's
For a
fine.
We can't
protector
really
of the
reason with
realm,
Nazis.
you're awfully afraid of everything.
I'm cautious, all right. I never fought a dragon
He's very-
before I met you people. I never fought a vampire.
Technically, you didn't really fight him.
Oh.
Yikes. Well, look, we all lived.
whole
We fought the
room
dragon
gets
and
quiet.
we survived.
Fourth on point.
Air
So
just went.
I'm gonna go.
That is true though. I
Well,
talked
I
us out
did
the first one,
fight
talked us out the
vampire.
second one, and then he never fought the third one.
Twice.
I'm gonna go to the Danish strudel now.
Yes. I will
going with
follow.
In the hopes of finding our
and
champions.
We've encountered
I'm just
more
gonna
than
go to
one
sleep.
vampire, just so you know.
I couldn't hear what he said.
You weren't there for the first one.
Did you fight the first one?
No,
Yes.
no, we did.
Twice.
No, we didn't. We didn't fight any dragons.
No, I think he said vampire.
Vamp-
Oh yeah, we
Oh,
fought a bunch of
vampire.
vampires. We
Yes,
didn't kill any of them.
You didn't kill any of them, though.
Oh,
Maybe
we
next
didn't-
time
no,
I'm there,
to be fair,
we're gonna kill
We
them.
burned a
We
bunch
killed
alive.
two of them, but we just burned them alive, and they were like wussy vampires.
Oh.
So we're like,
Yes.
Ham and eggers.
Yes, and those were the weaker ones. The leader was literally smacking us around as though we were ragdolls.
yeah. I mean, we've gotten a lot cooler since then.
Yeah, pretty cool.
We have, yes.
I can do way cooler stuff now.
I mean,
Okay.
I was really old and now I'm young. It's pretty cool.
Danish
That is
strudel.
super cool.
I mean, I've been drinking all day, but I'll go to the Danish strudel
Yeah,
as well.
alright. To the
the
Danish
strudel.
Do you want to knock on some doors on the way down and see if they have
I
any
love that you
diamonds?
wrote that.
Say, hey, you got what?
You wrote that in the recap. The
Isn't that what it's called?
The Danish Strudel.
What is it actually called?
What is it?
Blatant
The blatant brutal.
Isn't that what it
Blade
translates
strudel.
to? That?
Yes. Yes.
No.
Sure.
Sure.
All right.
No, we
I'm
just
sorry.
started
What,
saying that.
what is it? How do you spell it?
It translates to hostess moon pie.
It's Twinkies.
B-L-A-T-E-N.
B-L-A-T.
I mean, I'm fine with you calling it whatever you want.
What is
Danish strudel.
what is
S-P-R-E-U-T-L-E.
S-P-R-E-U-T-L-E?
To the strudel.
This is not Danish
Blade
strudel.
strudel.
The blatant strudel.
Blatant Sprudel. You head to the Blatant Sprudel, and you go inside. You meander through the streets of Constantinople. Even at this late hour, it's pretty busy. The temperature is in the mid-50s. It's comfortable. You enter the Blatant Sprudel. All of you are together, I presume? Yes? No?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Yeah,
Tom's just gonna keep an eye out for anybody I might
Understood. Roll a
recognize.
perception check with disadvantage. It's night. It's dark. The streets are meandering with people.
Don't need darkfish, I got
Where?
Roll.
Where's
I do have
Gooseneck
darkness.
Ninny?
Entering the Blatant Sprudel. With few windows, it's dark yet comfortable. Given the cool temperature
Nope, that's
outside,
12.
a fire burns in the
Okay.
single fireplace, sufficiently
No, it's supposed to
warming
be
the
D20.
common room.
13, Tom.
13. Okay, you didn't notice anything at the moment.
Okay.
You're inside, and
Welcome to my establishment.
there you go.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Good evening. Oh, you look parched.
A round of drinks for everybody.
Except me.
Confused.
Oh, that's
Who's
my
speaking?
finest vintage.
Perfect. We'll take it.
Very well.
Did you just put your own voice on a soundboard?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes,
Because
we
it
did.
sounds a
Yes,
lot
we
like
did.
you.
It really
Sounds like
does.
me?
It
Yes.
does.
Me.
Say one more time. Say one more time.
I thought that was you.
2 gold.
Yeah.
That's gotta be you.
It has to be.
Since you've gone automated,
Check the guy
prices
over
have
there.
gone
Well,
up.
thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
You find a table and you take a seat. And no, it is not Tom. No, whoever this guy is, he's bald.
Name's
Balder,
Tom.
should I say? Not Balder as in B-A-L-D-E-R, but Balder as in balder than me.
As in the same
So spelled the exact same way.
So, yes. Just
All right.
don't turn around.
Do I see Gooseneck anywhere?
You don't see them in here at the moment.
Gooseneck Ninny.
Okay.
You don't see them here at the moment. Are you asking around, or what are you doing?
Sure.
You ask around, and the barkeep, he says, I have not seen them in a while. I know who you're talking about. He's got a big, shiny hammer. And the other individual, he's kind of a wiry individual.
That's that's very nice of you to say.
Well, I try to be polite. I mean,
Is it possible to call them here for a fun challenge? Does anyone know how to contact them?
They normally come in every morning.
Oh, in the morning.
Every morning.
Well, they come in and have some food, typically.
Oh, okay.
All right.
It's the evening now, right?
Yes, it's evening now. You want food?
No, just drinks.
Fortunately,
you can
I.
eat meat like cheese, right?
No. Are you not listening to me? Drinks.
Piping hot. Don't burn your mouth.
He gave you a hot
What kind of
chocolate.
drinks are you giving me?
See, this is
tea?
exactly the
I don't
NPC in a
drink
video
tea.
game. We're out of context.
very
It makes no
much.
sense.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
I can't rightly say.
And that's what he says from now on if you keep talking to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like the type of person who would know that.
Yes.
All right. Well, just the drinks. We had enough food.
Ale.
He's glitching into the counter right now.
Well, apparently the other palace was covered in food all day. That's all we've been eating.
Yeah, we've been picking out all
Yeah,
day
the
long.
The whole room that we were in.
The ceiling.
The whole room we were in. They just kept bringing
I mean,
food.
we
in.
could have stayed there and drank
Okay,
for free,
so,
technically. That's what
Guys,
I've
I
been
just
doing all
realized
day.
we need to vote to get on the fudge
So much
now.
gold, dude. I don't even care.
Okay, so
But
he
we can
brings
have
over
fun in a
plenty
bar.
of drinks. You chipped out a couple gold, and he brings over several rounds of drinks. What are you doing?
I don't even know why we're here.
Well, we were here to find those guys, but
Looking for goose schnuck.
Yeah.
so now
They're gonna be here in the morning.
Yeah, so now we go back to when we're done here. We'll just come back tomorrow morning, I guess.
Do we recognize
Yes.
anybody in this place at all?
Do you recognize? Roll an investigation check with disadvantage.
Oh boy. Game for you.
Oh boy.
How about we challenge people to a contest?
We just challenge
That's
challenging
that's
random
a
people.
My friend Borth here
You
is
don't
the
recognize
strongest
it.
man in all the land.
Or
Anybody.
maybe you think. Yeah, sure. You think you.
Are you
recognize-
Jomnus?
Yes.
Did you forgot where he was?
It was strong drink.
I've been drinking all day.
What are we in the
Have you-
Irish
Where's
Danish?
Where's Kip? Where's Kip during all this?
I'm right here with you.
Oh, I thought you were like a girl. Never mind.
Ow!
Is that why you've been saying those things to him all night?
Yeah.
You've been hitting on him this whole time. I thought it was really weird.
I don't know what's going on. I don't even know why we're here.
That's creepy.
That's creepy. That's one way to put it. Okay.
I return to the palace.
Is there anything else going on in this bar? Is it dead in here?
Yeah, is it
It
lively?
looks
Is it
pretty
dead?
quiet.
Are
I mean,
people-
there's people drinking.
like
Lots
any
of people
card
drinking.
games going on or anything.
But you know, it's about it.
Games of darts or something?
Yeah.
Sure, someone comes up to you and says, "What are you looking for?"
Something to
Is he
do.
trying to sell us stuff?
Yeah.
Sure.
Is there a
Spice.
dartboard in the place?
Is there a dartboard? Sure, there's a dartboard. It looks like
You gonna play darts?
Challenge someone.
I'm proficient with
it
that.
looks like this noble's face. It's kind of hard to place it.
Wait, what? Say it
The
again?
dartboard is
Is
the
it
shape of
Marius's
a face
father?
of a
Oh,
noble.
but I can't tell who
Is
it
it Marios?
Is anybody playing darts?
Not right at the moment.
I'm just going
No
to
one's playing
grab
darts?
a few in. Just 3 in a row. Right in the dartboard.
Are you trying to do well, or are you trying?
Yeah, I'm trying to get dead center.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
You don't
Should I
know how
roll
to-
for
you don't
all
know how to
3?
shark anybody, do you?
No,
What?
no, let him do it. It's
It's
all
supposed to
good.
be bad.
He's right.
It's a
Uh,
stationary target. So you have advantage.
Oh, I have advantage too?
Sure, it's a stationary target.
Okay, yeah. 26 for the first dart.
You just wanted us to throw darts.
Yeah. 23 for the second one.
Before he throws his third one, I'm gonna throw my axe.
Go for it.
At 16 for the last one.
That is
It's a
it's an
stationary
8.
target.
I rolled an 18, so it's a plus 11.
Stationary target with advantage.
Yeah, so 29.
A lot.
29. Your axe slams right into this noble's nose. Their darts are right up on top of it as well.
Let me go up and grab my axe and just pull it off the wall.
Somebody says to you, "Are you always that good?"
Only when I'm sober.
Oh, can I buy you a drink?
I don't drink. I'm always sober.
That was a good one.
Don't you know when someone's trying to pick you up at a bar?
Is that what's happening?
Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
what? Yeah.
I wasn't trying to pick
Seemed
him
like
up.
it to me.
Sure seems
Insight
that.
check.
Thank you, Matt.
Insight
Yes, it
check.
sure did seem like it to me.
Oh man.
Plus you to insight.
Sure, go for it.
5.
You're not sure.
So naive. Young one.
I'm getting really weird vibes from this.
Yeah.
I'll challenge you to darts if you're that good.
I need a new dartboard now.
Yeah, is the dartboard still intact after his axe was thrown at it?
Yeah, I mean it's got a good cleave. Now he's got a split nose, if you will, but it's still there.
Okay. Sure, so 3 darts a person, whoever does the best, I guess?
What's the wager?
How much do you want to wager?
How about, I don't know, something what I can afford? Maybe 5 gold.
Sure, 10 gold, it's a deal.
I can't afford 10 gold right now.
5 gold.
He's
then.
loaded.
I'm
You
sorry.
better find it.
gold
You better
then.
find a
5
sponsor.
gold.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. 3 dots.
You can have the first shot.
Very well. I'll throw the first shot. And it goes right off to the side, and it sticks off to the side of the face.
16.
You get up and you throw your dart, and it goes 16, and you see it land right into the side of its cheek. Here's that. You are good with darts.
This guy's fleecing him.
You're very good with darts.
Teaching that shark.
Yeah, that's what's happening.
Picks up.
He throws the dart, and it hits the young woman in the shoulder over in the corner. She's like, oh yeah! She screams, ah! He's like, ah!
Just kind of make like a
Jonas,
worried face, like,
can you take
oh,
care of
oh,
that
I'm
one?
gonna go over and I will heal her.
She's whimpering.
It's okay. It's
Very
okay.
sorry.
It's
Oh.
Chumness, I don't think he's pretending.
Let me
he
let me
totally
try. Let me
I got
let me try.
12.
to heal
Let
her.
me try.
To
Yeah.
heal this.
I've been
Yes.
practicing.
I've been practicing.
He's gonna bleed her out to seal the wound.
I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna put pressure on the wound. Just pressure
No,
on
don't
the
do
wound.
that. All right, all right,
Break her arm.
Does anybody have a straw? No, you take this.
I need a penknife.
No, go away. What are you
I'm gonna
doing?
help
You're
her.
making this way worse.
I'm gonna help
No, you're
her.
not. Let me at least stop the bleeding
Don't
before
hurt
you
me.
help her.
Wait, let me pull it
She
out
says-
first.
No. Oh, wait,
I gotta pull the dart
there's
out first,
Is
right?
the dart's embedded in this
Yes.
thing? Oh, I
Alright.
thought I pulled. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna pull the dart out and put pressure on the wound immediately. Stop screaming. It's not that bad.
She's covering her mouth with his
All right.
Yeah. I'm like, you're gonna keep screaming. I'm gonna cover your mouth.
Now we really need to work in your bedside manner. This is not acceptable.
Is it working?
Is it working?
I'm gonna pull my hand away
Roll a
and look.
medicine check.
He is.
Roll a medicine check, straight up.
I thought you were going to say persuasion. He is convinced the blood is
Yeah.
stopping.
I rolled
Coming out.
Self-persuasion.
I rolled an 18 to a 17.
So yes, it seemed to stop. Surprisingly.
All right.
I healed
It
her.
worked.
You didn't heal her. You stopped her from hurting more. That's not. It's different.
Born's over here.
I can do it.
She's no
All
longer
right. You know what? In that case, I need to heal you guys.
Lawrence like
I'll leave the healing to you.
Saren Ray is with me.
Our
yes.
next fight,
Yes.
you can do all the healing,
Saren Ray is with
and
me.
I'll smash some stuff. We'll trade off for a little bit.
Okay.
All right. Fair
The
enough.
final dart.
I got 12 on my second one.
Fine, yeah.
Just saved you a spot.
I didn't do so
I wasn't gonna use. I was gonna use
Your
a
dart
leech.
goes and
I'm not
it
using any
clips
spell
the
slots.
ear of the board.
I'm gonna buy new leeches anyway.
I think I'm going to lose my gold here.
Perhaps you never know what may happen. You're up.
Very well.
Now he's hitting on
He
him.
throws,
Mm-hmm.
whoosh, and it just catches the edge of the upper ear right there.
How badly would I have to do to lose to side and in someone's shoulder?
You'd have to hit yourself in the foot.
Yeah.
I think you pretty much won at
You
this
never
point.
know. I mean,
You won't.
you could hit yourself in the eye.
Toss the dart.
Rolling. That is a card in there, actually, so I rolled 2 natural ones. It's a possibility.
Very unlikely.
It's the longest dart game ever. Throw it.
Caught. Okay, and then you said advantage. 18.
Whoosh! And it goes
Goes right back into the hole.
right in the cheek.
Right back in the same hole.
You won. Pirate scrap. Here's my 5 gold. He
Double or
reaches
nothing.
into his pocket and he pulls out, and you can see
broke,
that
yeah.
there was nothing else in his purse but that 5 gold. There he goes. I don't have any more gold, but if you'd like, I have a very valuable family gem that I might
It's a dragon diamond.
be to bargain with.
I'll take that bargain.
Sure. How much gold would you put up against it?
Oh no.
How much would you want me to put up against it?
Well, this is worth it. At least 100 gold.
Uh-huh. Can anyone spot me an extra 16 gold?
You're
No.
on your own, buddy.
You're on your own.
Yeah, why not?
Just bluff it. Just bluff it.
Are you gonna spot me? Sure. Okay, yeah, 100 gold.
You're gonna lose all your gold, but okay.
Sure.
And some of mine.
Good.
I have 3 inspiration. I'm doing this.
You have what?
3 inspiration. I'm going to use them on this.
Oh my god.
This guy definitely just hustled me. I'm now realizing that.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
He would only bet 5, and then he's like, I have this rare gem.
Yeah. For the 100
do this.
Good
gold.
piece of crap.
Let's do this. Listen,
Process
He has
Let's
8 different
more.
coin purses, each with
Yeah.
5 gold.
Literally a polished turd.
I'll just pull. Just pull my hammer out in a threatening manner. You'll get this.
I gotta look at my spell.
Okay.
Oh, it's an ability check.
Those
It's
gold
not an
flecks
attack.
are
You can throw the first dart.
No, I insist that you do it.
Very well. He goes up. 25. Whoosh!
Yikes.
It gets literally right on the ridge of the nose.
Man, the commitment.
Okay.
Just throws a
That
dart
was
at
just a
somebody.
lucky shot.
Insight check.
I don't think it matters now. You're in the game,
Yeah.
son.
Still. Yeah, that's an actual one. Insight, so.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I have no idea this guy's hustling me right now.
What?
Okay, my first shot.
Hey man, he really is just
Very
lucky.
good, actually. 24.
24. Wham! Right there on the edge of the nose, too. Just slightly lower. Very impressive. Very impressive indeed.
How come that guy's not rolling at advantage? How come just you're rolling at advantage?
He told me to.
No, he's rolling with advantage.
Oh, okay.
Stationary draw. He's rolling 2 die.
Are you trying to get Jonas to do 16 gold?
It's only 16 gold. You were
26.
I really don't care.
Another shot.
Christ.
Right on his nose. What's left of his nose.
Not for Jonas, no.
Interesting.
Natural 20.
Oh!
With the
Slams right into the center of its
Like
forehead there.
Bonuses and extra stuff, but it's just that wasn't to keep track of with the item.
Yeah.
my last.
I built it all in.
Oh no.
I could do it. But I also look just like a paper.
Like an ET.
Oh!
Characters I build.
And his goes
still print
whoosh,
Oh,
slightly
the
off
pressure.
to the side.
The pressure got to him.
Nice. Next one wins.
I'm not risking this. I'm not risking this.
Gonna gonna risk
Give it
his
a kiss.
life. And,
Give it a kiss.
He's gonna risk his life in battle by giving up.
So
those
it's
things.
16 total then.
16. It catches in the side of the cheek.
Still better than his.
Yes.
So bad. One of these.
Very well. You won.
He just.
You won?
I won, yeah.
Oh, I thought you didn't even roll yet. Oh.
You won my family jewels.
Thank you.
Nice. He was waiting that whole game to say that.
Won my family jewels.
You guys are too
This
much.
is right when his wife walks in and goes,
Again.
Morty! I told you not to come down here.
Oh no, you didn't just lose the family jewels.
We'll be right back.
Running
"You're a
myself.
healer now, though."
Welcome
I
back.
am, but I would be running
you're a
myself down
healer
the
now.
lowest. And if I
Tavern
get the larger heal that I get,
Constantinople.
the more useful it is because if I'm taking
Well,
half
I mean-
damage.
I'm okay with giving you these anyway, because you have so many hit points. You're more likely to be alive to give these to other people
Yeah.
as well.
Okay. Yeah,
so
that's true.
I'm cool with that. Do you have any?
I don't have any.
Oh shit. Do you want to give him? I'm gonna give you this one. Do you want to give him one of the small ones too?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
This
I
one
also,
is-
I also have cure wounds.
Oh,
Oh, that is true.
So it's probably.
All right, so you hang out of that, and I am a font
drop
of
a lot.
healing, so
I do.
I would rather you guys have all of the healing potions to bring me up if need be. Does anybody want
yes.
holy
I
water?
think that's a smart idea.
What's so special about that?
It's 2d6 radiant damage if you're attacking a fiend or undead. It's a
So-
ranged attack.
I would say if it's
I don't need it. So
a ranged attack, he could use it on his bow.
That's true.
No, it's you throw it.
Oh, you can't.
Oh.
Maybe you can apply.
I think I should use that one.
Could you apply holy water
I actually
to a
already
weapon?
have.
I think that's
I
oil.
don't know. I'd have to read about it.
Okay.
What is
Can't
it?
you like
I think-
dip it?
I think
have,
I should hold on to that because I can probably have the best.
Sorry, my bad.
I have a holy
Like,
water.
fracture head.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. And it's not that? Because I know we pulled together
It
all
is
this
the
stuff.
starting equipment.
Oh, it's starting.
Yeah.
Okay. Does anybody want Alchemist's Fire?
I mean, Balder.
What's it do? What's it do?
Potion of Climbing. Anybody want that?
I'll take
Climbing?
That would be good for him or the monk.
Yeah.
It just makes your climbing speed equal your walking speed. It doesn't let you like climb
Oh.
stuff like Spider-Man,
Oh, no.
which would be way cooler.
I mean, I can do that in about 4 levels.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't really need it.
I mean,
I'll let you guys fight.
I'm
What does
built
it do?
to sneak into
You
places.
can
That would
always
just help
dish
me.
them back out, like
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
situation
Yeah,
arises.
I mean, you can. Whatever
Sorry,
you want to do.
I
No,
mean,
it's all
we
good.
could- we
It's
could,
good. You can hang. You can
postpone
do
this
exactly. I'm fine
you
with
want.
it if you
We're in
want.
the bar. We're chilling. We're
Just
talking
giving
about
out
this.
potions on the table.
Potion of Fire Breath.
Well, that's a cool one.
Bonus
That's
action to
awesome.
exhale fire out of your mouth
I use
for
that
30
one.
feet.
You can tell people you're a dragon.
Yeah,
That's all really cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so then
I remember
really
using that one as
cool.
Gunjik once.
I have two more.
Oh, sharpness.
Whoa!
Yeah, those are
Okay.
insane.
These are insane. So I have two.
Yeah.
I have two types. I have
Sharpness and slipperiness.
Okay, this is actually really good.
Yeah.
So this one, it takes 10 minutes to apply, but you get the freedom of movement spell for 8 hours, the effects of that, which means you can't be stunned or restrained, which is really good.
Nice.
And then this, you can coat one slashing or piercing weapon or up to 5 pieces of ammo for 1 minute. It gives them a +3 to attack.
Oh, that's cool.
That is pretty
I
good.
think that should go to Balder or Born.
Well, I don't have
I
piercing
think it should go to him.
or slashing.
Range.
It's slashing, piercing, or ammo.
I have
So.
I
stashing.
think that should go down.
Well, I have 3 of them.
Okay.
Okay, I'll take
Well,
one.
definitely.
I'll take one because I have stashing.
Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
And then the last one.
What is that? What is it? Oh,
Same
it's the
thing.
Same thing.
Plus 3. Gives you an additional plus 3.
I got plus 11, man. Like
To damage?
Plus 11.
But you were the only
hit.
other
This
one.
is no. This isn't a hit. This is.
Yeah,
oh, this
it's
is
attack.
to attack. This is to attack.
But I mean, you're the only other one using a weapon like that, so
I mean, it's you two.
again,
I don't
and we
use
could always.
piercing or slashing,
Oh,
and I don't have ammo.
he has a hammer. I
That's
have
true.
slash.
Alright, so keep that. Is anybody opposed to
Oh,
me
that's
keeping
especially to
this?
the attack for 1
The
hour.
oil of slipperiness?
Sure.
We're done.
That's plus 3.
I just want to see you apply it for 10 minutes.
Matty, you're good with all that?
That's,
I didn't hear you try
That's
to
I do that.
You're good
Oh, we're gonna
too?
use that when we fight this guy.
Oh, yeah, that's
to-
true. I forgot Mattias exists. Mattias, you're being very quiet over there.
Yeah, because I kind of got lost in what, and I'm having trouble figuring out what's going on.
They're
Oh.
just passing out some potions.
We were divvying up some potions. Do you have
Yeah.
any potions?
What?
You have really shiny armor.
Do you have potions? Do you have any potions? We were giving out potions.
I have 1 or 2.
All right.
I have a 4d4 plus 4 potion of health and an oil of slipperiness.
Oh, sure.
Oh, he already has that. Yeah.
That's like
Alright.
a tin man.
That's why his armor's so shiny.
That's why your armor's so shiny.
Okay.
I know how you do it.
Yes.
All right,
I
cool.
know.
All right. Oh, because
We can always-
Well, when we divvied up ours at the table and
Mhm.
redispersed it, so he just kept his.
Oh, right.
So
right,
it's
right,
fine.
right, right.
okay.
Yeah, because we pooled ours together. He wasn't here, so he.
And we can always listen. We can always,
So it's like we divvied it up to him.
Yep.
It's just
based on the situation, we can always
Oh yeah, we can.
share. Obviously.
All right.
Also, who wants to carry this priceless family heirloom? Apparently,
You won it.
It's yours. Take it.
what does it look like exactly?
It looks like a necklace with a couple large crude gems on it, and then a few smaller ones beyond it.
Put it in the bank.
Can I look at it and see how? Because we've handled a lot of gems in our time.
Yeah.
Can I tell just whether or not it actually is valuable
Do you
at
have
all?
any?
I have nothing other than my adventuring experience with gems.
I'll let you do a.
And determined spirit.
Yes, I have that as well.
And you're not drunk yet.
And I'm not super drunk. Yeah. No.
Hit it with a
I wonder
hammer.
if I
See if it
Investigation
shatters like
check, I
glass.
guess. Would probably be most.
I just want to kind of look at it.
Being a noble and
It's a
light, so maybe not.
20. Dirty
20?
20. A dirty 20.
Dirty 20. You think it's worth something?
Okay.
You're probably not worth 100 gold.
All right, fair enough.
But it's worth something.
Okay, so just my suspicions were confirmed. Okay.
You don't think it's a shiny turd, but it's a.
Yeah, it's just
But
it's just
or
this guy was
polished.
obviously
Sorry, polished.
fleecing.
Well, he wasn't
Please.
being 100% honest, obviously.
Yeah.
From the
Okay.
get-go. I mean, who is in that kind of endeavor? Right? So.
Okay.
All right. The rest of
Very
the
good.
evening, unless you do anything, the drinks continue to come.
I'm also going to go up to the bartender. Do you know where the weaponsmith in this town is?
He pauses.
You might want to ask around down by the stables.
For the weaponsmith?
You're not here.
Thank you. They do know a lot down by the stable.
So he doesn't know where the weaponsmith is?
Oh, you might ask around. I don't know.
There's your answer.
Do I look like the type of person that would know that?
Yes, you do, actually.
The bartender is all
the
Alright.
bartender
everything.
should know this stuff.
I think I'm done.
Back to the palace.
I'm feeling the wooziness
All right.
kicking in.
Good evening.
So we come back in the morning.
Yes.
What a hunk.
So we go back to the palace, and we'll be back in the morning.
Okay, so you head back toward the palace. You you meander through the streets of Constantinople.
Whatever she's able to do it.
I'm going to pass by the library
What's the day
in the
of
palace
this
just on the off chance he found the
When
right
you're
book
done.
or something.
And when our bets are settled. That's it.
Okay.
That's all we're here for.
Sure. Okay, understood. You meander through the streets. It's a little bit quieter than it was before, and eventually you make your way inside the palace. They guide you to your rooms. You break off and you go toward the library itself.
Just on the off chance that I picked the right book and found it.
It doesn't seem as though anybody's found anything just yet. You meet one of the acolytes. the
Like the one I
material
sent
that-
off to try and find the name of the order.
Yeah, he's not there right now. But another one comes over and sees you approach the table where you had left all of your material. It's all still there. It's all still in the having read, have yet to read piles. And he says, we haven't found anything yet, but it's very quiet here in the night.
Okay. And I'm just gonna go to my room and sleep then.
Okay. They guide you, somebody guides you. They're not guarding you per se, but they're just making sure that you don't get lost inside the palace. And they guide you toward your rooms. You're inside your rooms. You rest for the night unless you do
bed.
anything else.
Borinth, he flips the bed over on the side and takes the blankets off and throws them on the floor. And he lays down on the floor to sleep with his hammer on his chest.
It's like Mandarin, he actually can lift in.
Being a man of the sea, would I know about how long the trip from the coast of
Spain?
Turkey
Mina,
to Vlore would be? Like how long a trip that would normally take?
An investigation check with advantage.
Magic.
Yes.
Borinth is snoring really loud. Yeah. It's a good drunk,
Yikes.
drunk sleep. Like,
Well, think about all the
That
energy.
is
Think about all the
I'm
effort.
gonna use one
Think
of
about all
these
the effort
bad
to lift the
boys.
hammer up and down.
like a grizzly bear in a cave.
How
Is
did you roll?
To try again.
What?
Oh my god!
You have no idea. Don't.
That's just
You have
in the
to
morning.
though.
Yeah. That's the librarian dude.
That's investigation. You said?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Investigate.
Unless you
again.
think there's a more appropriate skill that you can sell me.
Can I add my proficiency
gaming
for
game.
water
Just investigate
vehicles
again.
to this?
Sure. Actually, that makes sense. No, I would say it's not a laughing.
That's a 9.
You're a seaman with no navigation.
Yeah.
I mean,
That way's north.
what about
That's west.
survival? Is that
He's
better?
always having trouble docking
No,
it.
you don't even say it. It's like that way's west.
He's just
that
one of
way's
the
north.
random
And someone just
swimmers.
goes.
Yeah.
He doesn't know he doesn't know his
just
port
corrects it.
from his starboard.
I'm not a navigator.
Exactly. That's what I said.
Without. You weren't a navigator, correct? Or no? you were
I
not.
was
You were a sailor.
just a general
Close to it.
sailor.
You think, without getting down to specifics, a week, give or take.
Okay, give or take. Okay.
But I mean, you think
Give or take a kraken.
you just you think if you hadn't had so many drinks, you might have been able to.
Fair enough. Okay.
I'm just finding a reason
Alright.
to say why you did roll bad.
Sure. That was so. I rolled a 3, a 2, and then a 3 and a 1. That was terrible. That was so bad. I'm just getting them out of the way.
That's what it is.
I'm gonna cast Sending to Simonita. And I'm gonna say, Simonita, it's me, Jonas.
I miss you.
Like the doors going in
That's
and out
Charlie.
of your room.
Yes, I will say. Actually, you know what? I will say that. I'll say, Simonita, it's me, Jonas. I miss you. How's Charlie? We're getting ready to leave soon. Are you still heading? Are you still on board
Tell her you love
the
her.
ship to Vlore?
Jonas.
You can reply
Yes.
to this message.
You can reply to this message.
That's it.
And one of these messages, you should let her know how the sending stone works.
You should tell her how you
That's
feel, John.
Or whatever it's the
The
thing.
spell.
So,
It's a
spell.
I'm just
The
saying.
limit is 25
She always gets cut off.
words.
One day you should explain to her she only has 25
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Or else
don't
they'll
even
keep
use
getting
25
cut off.
words. So I should actually explain this spell. All right.
You're trying to boring.
Manny's, what are you doing in my room? Get out of here! What are you doing? Go away!
Just shows up in there.
What the hell? I'm in my britches.
Let me lay down next
I'm
to
wearing
you.
nothing but my shield.
And it is very controversial.
He's still in your room.
I'm gonna like turn that is around, and I'm just gonna kind of like push him out my room, and I'm gonna close the door.
Behind you.
Perfect.
And I'm just gonna leave him in the hallway to say whatever he's gonna say.
It's like, you see that minor illusion person
We'll
over there?
Talk about this in the morning, Manny.
What?
It's right there. Your room is right there. Bang, slam. Goodbye.
That's
Pushes him into the boards.
I know.
I did. I pointed him to Boren's room.
Or just punches him out.
Boren's like, oh.
He's just leaning out against the door, just like sitting on the ground.
Use that oil of separateness.
No, thank you.
And scene.
Sun comes up, birds are chirping. Next morning.
A short while later, you hear a message in your head. Jonas, Charlie is good. If thinking about it, when we last spoke, and now, you sounded out of sorts. Are you all right? Either way, so. And the message comes up.
You really need to explain this spell, Dark.
All right, this is a good point, and I would understand this. So I will cast Sending again, and I will say, yes. I mean, no, it's fine. Whatever. I've just been drinking. No, crap. By the way, this spell only.
Oh no.
And that's it.
We're almost there.
That was 25, right? That was
Oh no.
I don't know. I lost count.
Whether it was or not, you're too drunk to know. You just,
Yeah.
you just stopped talking.
You just all talking, you're just like, damn it.
Jonas, I think you left the line open. I can still hear you.
That was 25, right?
The next 3 words you say are just completely random.
A few minutes pass.
Why is everything so dark and hard to breathe?
Because your visor is down.
Right now.
Sleeping at your armor.
Right now, he's out in the hallway right now talking to like a suit of armor.
You know, I like the way you dress.
Come here often.
Who's your tailor?
How do you get your armor so shiny?
The secret is he never fights.
Do
you have trouble going to the bathroom, too?
They really should just have a flap.
How come you don't talk back?
You're so mysterious.
There's a flap up front. Why isn't there one in the back?
I see he's the strong silent type.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I'm just gonna sit down and
You're
That's it.
Giant crash.
Perfect ending.
Yeah, like that, just the loud armor crashing.
Down the stairs like in Bill and Ted's.
I'm not gonna open the door. He's fine.
He'll be fine.
I was fine. It's not my problem.
A short while later, you hear another message in your head. Jonas. Okay. We're on a small boat or ship. I don't know which. I think we're in the Aegean. The sun. And the message comes up.
Oh shit, 3 more. Okay. The sun. She thinks she's in the Aegean, which is where she would be. I would know this.
You know where the Aegean is. The Aegean.
Would I know that it's on the way? That's.
You know that the Aegean is south of Constantinople, between Anatolia and to the west, Greece, and above the Mediterranean. So it makes sense that you would go through the Aegean to get to the Mediterranean.
Right. Okay. All right.
I mean, as a sailor, you would intrinsically know that.
Okay, cool. So I'll cast Sending again. And with my last level 3 slot.
If only we were there to stop you from junk texting.
I know.
Nope. Every night I have spells.
Where's your wingman?
So say, Simonita, it's me, Jumnus. Just be aware, this spell lasts for 25 words only.
25 is
And then...
says you're conscious.
Is it? Yes. And then cuts out. Just be mindful of that. The end.
5 more.
Do I have 5 more?
Yeah, that was 20.
Do I have 5 more? Done.
That's what that spell always needs to end.
So bad.
The spell always needs to end. And wait, do I have 5 more?
I'm so bad at sending.
It's like really old school texting when it would just cut you off instead of going to another message.
It's like you need to
Old
pay
Twitter.
25 more cents.
The original Twitter.
That was rough. That's all right.
It's very dark in here.
So we're gonna go.
John just cast light.
He's like,
We're gonna look for Irene.
he's
in the
like
morning,
inside
right?
his
That's the
arm
first
now.
thing.
He's like
Irene,
pulled his
and
arms
then
through. He's
he's
like
got a full
hanging out
turtle.
inside.
He's
Yeah,
got a full turtle.
Irene
he's just hanging out inside
Whatever
the,
works.
Irene
inside
first,
the
and then we'll look
breastplate.
for
Yeah.
those-
But once
Actually,
we're done with
otherwise-
it,
Doesn't matter.
once
either
we're
way.
done with both of these
Well, no,
things.
let's get it done. Let's get it done.
Mhm.
You've been waiting a long time. Let's get it done.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to bring
Right.
this both up no matter
Yeah.
what.
Yeah. I mean, you could do that while we go into the Danish rule too. Danish rule.
You
Alright,
hear?
so let's do that.
A last message.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jumnus. Oh, I should remember that. The sun rose left side of ship. You'll have to teach me those nautical terms. We spotted Turkish galleys.
I think that was it, right?
Yeah.
Was it?
Huh?
She started.
So
off
she
good.
knew it and still
No,
didn't do it correctly.
we spotted Turkish galleys.
Dude,
That
okay.
that's valid
Listen,
information.
if I was there, which I am not, and if I heard that message, she was better than Jonas.
That is 100% accurate.
Well, she's probably not drinking. She is a nun.
So wait, what did she say? The sun was west, east, west,
Rose on
west.
the left.
Rose on the
So
left.
if they're heading south, right? They're heading south on the Aegean.
So this one was to
Left
their
of the
east.
So wait.
Okay.
If they're heading south and the sun's on their left, then it's to their east.
Yeah. So they're heading south. It would be on their right
Yeah,
if they were
yeah.
heading north,
So they're exactly where I thought they were.
right? They're headed
Still
south.
North.
shipping. And I saw Turkish ships. That's not good.
No, it's not.
But
And you're the only one that knows right now.
I mean, they seem fine. She's talking to me, so.
She said the sun was rising.
She said
Yeah,
there's some
sun
rose
rose.
on the left, which means
Yeah.
they're
Rose on the left, she said. Okay. I was like, "This is pretty dark here. How far away are they?"
All right. I'll cast Sending again with a 4th level slot.
Oh my god.
This is a powerful sending spell.
Yeah.
This is even more powerful.
Drunk
I get a
text.
whole 0 more words as a result of upcast.
But you
You
get
get
to
a
roll,
whole extra breath.
but you get to add you get to add a D4 to it.
Yes.
Do you really?
No. What does that mean?
It doesn't do anything.
No. Yeah.
You just get to roll.
It does nothing.
The number 1 just
It's
appears in your
a
head.
it's a +1 Sending.
Yeah. Connection's a little bit better.
It adds an exclamation point.
Less.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it adds a punctuation mark right there.
Okay, so
Get a full-on chapel this time.
Simonita,
I fit the
This
word
is Jonas.
adding through commas.
did the Turkish ships do
and
anything?
run-on sentences are allowed.
Are they hostile? I'm running out of spells.
Please respond.
This is my last message.
What
of
you wearing?
the-
I'm sending.
That's it.
You should have thrown in what you wearing.
Yeah,
I didn't
What you
have the
wearing?
words for
What
that.
you
Sup.
wearing?
You gotta say sup.
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 Sup,
What
babe.
you wearing? 4 words.
That is 4 words. I have enough for that. Okay.
You get a.
I'm in a nun uniform.
Jonas, I don't see what that has to do with anything.
If he actually says that, then Matyas says,
She spends all 25 words wondering why.
strongly recommend that you consider the consequences.
Miles, why are you listening at the door?
Stop
it! Go away!
Very dark.
Go
away.
I did hear him crash to the ground right outside the door. I thought he knocked himself
He's only
out.
listening because he can't get up. He's just there.
I don't want to listen.
I just can't move.
This arm is so heavy.
For some reason,
He's
I
like, get
cannot
away.
move my arms.
I'm too tired.
Oh man.
A short while later, you hear another message. Gemnus, we've spotted 2 Turkic galleys in the distance, but they didn't approach us. There's a huge storm off the right front.
That's not good.
I'm hopeful. And the message cuts off. Oh. Yikes.
That's a great way to end it.
Alright, I'm gonna cast something again.
You have another one.
Yeah, I have one more.
It's like when
So
you say
yeah,
a bad
this is
tattoo,
Gemnus.
it's like
I lied.
5
I had
words.
one more of these left. That sounds not great.
Oh, no.
Please be safe. I miss you. You're pretty. And then that's it. And then I pass it. No, you know, I'll try to listen. I'll try to listen to the list.
I'm gonna bang on the wall and say,
What am I?
"Gotta tell her how you feel, man." Good
You
for
lean over Matyas to do it.
You don't hear a
What am
response
I
right away.
angry about?
Oh no.
Or
Okay.
am I worried?
So just try to. I'm trying to
Can't
stay up.
tell.
Just trying to stay up for a response.
Eventually, it gets pretty late and you pass out.
Okay.
There's no time limit on how long they have to reply, right?
No, there is. It's supposed to be immediate.
There is?
Yep.
It's literally the next 25 words they say.
No, if I agree with that.
The creature hears the message in its mind, recognizes you as the sender if it knows you, and can answer in a like manner immediately.
So you don't even need to
Immediately.
say this is Gemnus.
Okay, you hear a
No, I
response.
don't. no, I don't.
That's 3 extra words.
She starts all
that
of
you have
this
each
with
time.
Jumness. I mean, I start all of mine with sending you. This is Jumnus.
She's pretty good looking. She's got a lot of sending spells coming her way. She might not know it's you.
True.
What?
How many other guys do you think she's talking to?
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
You know how many
I'm
sendings
scrying. I scry in them.
Do you actually?
Maybe she already knew.
sending
what
Not
it
yet.
She gets
I
in the
can
night.
scry next level. I don't know. I don't know.
Jumnus, if you're scrying on a lady, that is very impolite.
I can't scry on anybody yet.
Not yet.
Next level, I can.
The alcohol
And then-
boosts
and
you up a
then-
level
and then
just
Jonas
for
will
right
become-
now.
Then Jonas will
don't
become very
believe
jealous.
You.
Alright, I'm very open about my abilities. I can't scry yet. But next level, I will always have scrying prepared, whether I want to or not.
That's actually smart.
No, it's part of my class. It's
Oh.
part of my subclass. I will always have scrying prepared.
That's really good.
Yep. I wish I had
Does he
cool-
count against it?
What do you mean?
Does he count against your number of prepared spells?
No.
Oh, wow.
You hear a response. I gather you're drunk.
Oh.
But thank you. I'm hopeful we might be forced to divert. I don't want to return to Serbia. The thought of it makes me...
Ooh.
And the message cuts off.
Oh, you need
Hey,
to use
Jonas.
one more now. Come on.
Jonas.
I like literally can't.
Jonas, I think you're wearing her down.
Slowly.
Plus,
I go to bed.
All right, we're all
Nadius
asleep.
is vomiting in his helmet.
Oozing out of this.
You have to sleep hearing this right outside your door.
What is that creeping under the door? Oh,
I am literally
is it
right
vomit or
on
pee?
in the hallway. It is very dark, and I cannot
Might
move
be
my
both.
It
arms.
might be both.
Just remove the visor.
My arms cannot move.
Make sure you lean on your
You had that
side.
checked by Jumnus.
On your
Alright.
side.
I'm not.
Talking to a
That's
very
the
nice,
EMT.
shiny
Go
person
put a
who
spoon
is a
in his
very
mouth.
nice man. He is very friendly. And then I just suddenly everything got dizzy.
I'm gonna
and
put a
I
pillow
couldn't
over my own
move.
head.
It's weird.
Nadius passes out,
Just try
as
to
does
sleep.
the rest of the party. unless you guys do anything else, the night
Very good.
passes uneventfully. The rays of light start burning through. Kip, you were probably up most of the night. At some point, I guess you tried to get some rest as well.
Yeah.
You're still at the equivalent of 1 day out, so I think you're down to your 1 exhaustion. So the next morning, you find that Kip probably saw them come in if his curtain's door was open. They brought in fresh food, rather as surreptitiously as servants can, not spying or anything per se, but putting out for you. And that's what happens. What are you doing?
Checking the library.
Okay, you get up and you head toward the library at that point. And I'll get back to you.
We have a hammer to win.
Maybe. I'm gonna thought that. Thanks.
All right.
I just keep refreshing this thing.
Theodore Medikites comes to the door. Good morning. Am I interrupting?
Not at all.
Kip,
Yes.
did you want to see Irene this morning?
Yes, I do.
If you would like to accompany me, and of course your party is welcome to do so.
I will go.
It's up to you, Kip. You want us to go with you?
I think you guys have other matters that you can attend.
What are you talking about? What are we doing?
I don't think he remembers.
Just see Jonas.
Well, here.
Not that he'll
do you
remember
want
either.
help with that? Like one of these bad boys?
Oh yeah, what was that? What was it? Was it intelligence?
Oh yeah, what was it last time?
Bear endurance.
Right? Was it Constitution or was it
I thought it
intelligence?
was. No, it was.
I can
I'm
make
pretty
you
sure
more
it's
fertile if it
Constitution.
helps.
Okay.
Because it was exhausting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I go there for 20 minutes with this
rolled
pill.
for
and
that.
you'll
I
be
don't
fine.
think. I don't think it'll help.
I rolled for that.
Rolled for
For
what?
the exhaustion levels.
Yeah.
Make
Yeah,
more
but you had to roll a Constitution saving throw to see.
Oh, was
whether
it
you took the
Constitution?
full
Yeah.
or-
Okay,
right?
I believe so.
Was it Constitution saving throw?
You roll a check, a save, and then another save.
What was the
You
check?
rolled a check,
Yeah, what was
an
the check?
intelligence check,
It was
an
intelligence.
intelligence save,
Okay.
and then a con.
So
Oh.
would you rather?
Oh,
and
it was
a con
both.
save.
It was both.
Yeah. So would you rather? Oh, it's a check. It's a con save and
Did
an
an
intelligence,
intelligence check,
So intelligence.
and then an
yeah,
intelligence save, and then an intelligence, and then a con save is what he rolled last time.
check. Okay.
And
So,
I
I mean-
have disadvantage on the ability checks right now.
Okay. So I can give you this, and it'll just even it out.
Yep.
Which
Okay.
sucks, but
That's better than disadvantage. Right?
yeah, that's true. Okay. So we will come with you then.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, so who's going with you?
I'll go with him too.
Okay.
Jonas is going
You're
with
heading toward the library. Mattias, are you going with them to watch a tiger? Or what are you doing?
Why not?
Yeah, watch a tiger.
I'll
attack.
go with.
As
I mean a tiger train.
wipe out the inside of your
What did I say?
I was
visor.
just gonna say,
Do you wanna see if
Mattias,
Anhel
really
came back?
smell, man.
Yeah, you
Smell-
Can you
smell-
clean that up?
That was my helmet. I cleaned it off. I cleaned it
Smells
off when I
like
woke up.
urine.
I don't know why I woke up outside of Jonas' door.
Yeah, I don't know either.
What are you doing,
And why
Gold?
do I feel like I need to talk to you about
Under
something?
Kip's request, I will go look for
I
Anhel
don't
and
know.
see if he's back and has any more word.
Okay, understood. You're going looking for help.
Who are you looking for?
Anhel. He is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, I sent him out to go try and see if he can locate Suphail. I'm
I
gonna
sent a butler on a spy mission.
Okay.
I sent him on a little spy mission.
Cool.
he's gonna help us flesh out those people that are following us.
Okay.
I'll show up.
Which we
I
gotta
like
do
that.
that.
I like that idea. Okay.
Okay, so you are guided toward Irene de Montferrat's office. Irene says to you, "Good morning. How are you this morning?"
I'm still tired, but ready.
Yes. Even with the assistance of a Ingana CRAT, we
I'm sorry, one more time?
Ingane Siriati Tabi Awi.
That's
Are
what
you
those
having a
said.
stroke?
Oh, yeah.
Is that on your
okay?
Is that on your soundboard?
yeah.
Platoon,
Um,
Rata.
Casting such spells can be extremely hazardous, even for those not trained in the arcane arts.
Yes, I can't imagine how this would have affected me without your guidance.
Yes, and it can get even more tiresome with frequent use occasionally. You're well enough to continue then?
Yes, I'd like to get this over with.
That's one way to put it. Okay, very well. They wind you through the palace. She takes you back to the ornate room with a raised platform. On the platform is a large, tufted, silver fabric chair with a subtle silver glow to it. Hastily attached to the back of the chair, as you recall, is a metal device to hold one's head in place while seated, and leather arm and leg straps. In front of the chair is a heavily carved silver podium with one colorful large scroll remaining on it. On the floor in front of the platform is a large cage with your tiger inside of it. He seems to be moving around inside of the cage, kind of just in perpetual motion around.
He's still alive.
Continuing, she motions toward the seat and the remaining scroll. She says, I think you know what you need to do.
Yep, and I will
Are you
sit
ready?
down and...
She nods to her assistant. The assistant.
You got this, bud. And I cast Enhanceability on you.
Help me out. That does.
It gives him advantage on intelligence checks.
Okay, cool.
Somewhere in the library, I'm also believing in you.
It's specifically, what's it called? It's
Like, never-ending story.
Fox's Cunning.
It's like never-ending story. It's like reading a book that's happening.
Okay.
It's like, why is this book seem to be running itself? And why is the main character's name Kip?
The assistant smiles weakly at you, helps you into the chair, positions the device on your head, and then straps your legs and arms into place. Seated in it, you sense the energy of sorts starting already to flow through you. Attaching a lanyard to the cage door and then draping it behind herself, she slowly exits the room. And again, she says in your head, you hear Irene say, are you ready?
I am.
Do you have the script?
Oh, then take that with me.
He memorized it.
You did.
That's
Awesome.
He's ready to go.
I do have.
John, this when we used to train dogs in my village, we used to like give them treats, feed them. This is
That's
Different.
super weird.
It's a
all
little
super
different.
different.
My question is, how'd they figure this out?
That's a good question.
With lots of victims.
Yeah,
Tons of
lots of failed tries.
Yeah, right? How does anybody figure out anything?
Trial and error.
In your
Time and
head,
lots
she
of,
asks you,
people.
are you ready?
Yes. Is it this second one?
The door, no, the first
Oh.
one. The door of the lion's cage lowers and the tiger slowly moves out of it. He starts moving. He initially looks around the room and he starts moving toward you.
Just run up and pat.
You hear Irene say to you quickly, let's begin.
Yahweh, Yemesabi, Chilota, Wisini, Bihoni, Kearwiti, Gari, Menajiri, Ini, Menajiri, Yishilelu, Bimech, Eshreshwi, Kiani, Sile, Akababiri, Sifarochina, Fitiriti, Silatafi, Sile, Awire, Temokirochi, Timarachu,
Yerisimo, Siemi, Keradi, Aoi, Irisimo,
Inidias, Siminu, Tanishi, Sirawani, Lias, Iku, Yamichilu, Tanishi, Sira, Liakenini, Ichalu.
Just start doing this. We don't know what's about.
Going on in there?
It's detect language to English.
The tiger slowly moves towards you. Roll an intelligence check. Because
Like
it's
Koa's calling
with
to you.
disadvantage and advantage, it's straight up.
Yep. It's not a saving throw, right? It's just a regular check.
It's a check.
It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Look at you go.
To the extent that a tiger can, it seems to be looking inquisitively at you.
Do I eat it or not?
Hmm?
The tiger's like, do I eat him or not?
In your head, Irene says, continue.
It's not working anyway.
Arisu Yemi Isnisi Yemi Ritu Irisu Meyati Ina Messimati Mechalai Alabeti Yemisu Ikui for Kesa Beliai Kioni Dale Belizia Gina Tia Bebini Bemasiti Bemenakati Iasi Tilifi Yigabali Anitemi Honiki Guadenyahi Anidi Najeri Bigo Dilimi Hihimini
Yuwatsiki Melachwari Yahia Darajani Ekemai Awir
Leia
Memi Atati Yik Ailau.
I'm gonna put it in.
did good.
Yeah, we're trying to translate this to English right now.
Good luck.
Roll an intelligence save. And do you have
Zulu.
Try it.
what's your
The
exhaustion
stocks.
level?
That makes
1?
sense.
It was
Or
1.
should be straight up.
That'd be a
The
word.
stocks.
So to translate from Zulu, then go into
That's a
the
natural
photos.
20.
Yeah.
Look at them dice.
That pussy is
Roll a
yours.
con save.
A con save.
This is when you.
This is with disadvantage, right?
It's a save. So
Oh,
no,
that's not an ability check. Got
It's
it.
not an ability check. It should be straight up.
Maybe you should translate from Zulu.
14.
Go back to the other one.
Roll a 1d4.
That's a 1.
Add 1. 3. You're at
The stocks.
level
That would make
3
You can't use
exhaustion.
camera.
No, no.
Ay, ay, ay.
The tiger slowly comes and sits down next to you. You see him rub his head up against your leg and he starts to purr.
Yeah, no camera.
Are my hands untied? They're still strapped, so I can't head back.
Not right now.
Let's try something else.
Okay.
Super dope. And got
Irene says to you in your head, did it work?
City.
I tried that one. It's never mind.
She said what?
Did it work?
I believe it did.
Very well.
Tell him to do something.
The assistant comes out
Tell him
and
to
starts
kill
to
the assistant.
undo you, very cautiously approaching.
Pussy.
I will.
No camera,
I will ask the tiger to sit,
The tiger sits upright.
and I will look at the acolyte, the person, and just say it's okay.
Kill him.
He slowly
Yeah,
comes over
exactly.
and he undoes your arms and legs. You are wiped.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll go in and help him.
I'm gonna do the whole. I'm gonna stand up but kind of collapse.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna catch him.
You practiced this last night. That's what you did after we got back.
Yeah.
The stand up and collapse.
Okay.
How exhausted
I'm
are
gonna
you?
take him.
now have
I'll take him back to his room. What are they gonna do?
Oh, disadvantage.
Kip,
Snakes and
Kip,
tigers and
what are they
wolves
gonna do
alive.
with your pets while you're resting? Where do they go? They're just gonna stay here?
It's up to you.
All right, bring them with you. Come on.
Yeah.
Tell them to come or follow or something.
Yeah, I will. So the tiger was loose. The snake I left in the cage the night before. So it should still be there. I'll actually, I'm gonna ask the tiger to go back into the cage, and then I'll ask Irene if you could feed them tonight, and I will.
She looks a little bit exhausted now too. You notice.
Or have them fed.
Yes, I understood.
Yeah. And,
but you also have a sense that, just intrinsically, note that she probably took something out of her as well.
Yeah. Okay.
She said very well. By all means.
Okay.
So it's now late morning at this point. You're in the library. You're still pouring through tons of books. You found a few other things, and you've kind of narrowed it down. I'll give you more specifics next time. Narrowed it down to a few military orders, but there are multiple references throughout. If that's what if that's what you're specifically looking for.
And also, I'm going to ask one of the acolytes, like, where the weaponsmith in the town is.
There's lots.
Oh, I thought that was in the group. I didn't realize that was me.
It's a
I
huge
didn't get a chance to look at it.
What are you looking for?
Weapons, like, where's the best one?
The best? Yes. I really wouldn't know, sir. I'm not trying to steer you wrong. That's not what I do. I plow through books.
I'm going to go find one of the guards. I'm going to
You get up and you leave the library. They leave your books there, and they kind of bow to you gently as they leave, not subserviently, but just politely. And you head out, and you meet a guard, and he's, yes, sir.
Same question. Like, do you know where the best one is?
Yes, there's several guards. There's several armorers in town. What specific weapon are you looking for, sir?
Daggers.
Daggers. Dagger worker.
You're right.
Yeah.
I have a potion to help you stay awake, if that helps.
That's right. I was going to look up a spell to help you, and I forgot.
L-E-K-K-A.
It's
He's a pretty...
You always get it when it's crumbs.
Pretty adept.
It's not quite a potion.
Daggers need to have mostly they need to be balanced correctly and have a decent wooden pommel or
Meat's
All
good.
right.
some type of
Are we going to go to the
some type
strudel?
of, other type of pommel.
Yeah, what are we doing now?
To the strudel or
I'll
something
bring
like
Kip
that.
up to his room,
And Lecker
throw
is
him on the
pretty
floor,
good.
on the bed, wherever.
Where is he located?
Dump me in, man.
He tells you where he's located. It's kind of a roundabout way. It's a very circuitous city,
It's like a barrel
but he tells you where it is.
I'm gonna
I'll see you guys in
weave
4
my
hours.
way there.
Yeah, I can't
Okay, so you head there. You depart the party and head there. What's the rest of the party doing?
I bring him to his room,
You're wiped.
Yep.
drop him
You've
off.
never felt this exhausted before.
And we're off to the strudel.
Where are we going?
The Danish strudel.
Why?
We're going to try to fight these guys.
We have to
Wait,
settle.
what?
We have to settle our wager with
Who we fighting?
Gooseneck.
Gooseneck. And Korsky.
Let's knock the mayo.
We talked about this when you were sober.
Oh,
I wasn't sober.
I wasn't sober at all.
Okay.
All
We
right.
talked about it yesterday?
He was
Yeah.
All right, well, whatever.
Well, we're going to challenge the double or
re-explained
nothing.
to Borinth the plan.
as far as he knows, this is
As
For
we
the
walk
sake
in.
of brevity, I
As
give
we
him the
walk
plan
in.
on the way.
What?
My axe.
Yeah, so you just
Really?
I mean, you don't have to,
comfort
but
last night.
And
All right.
Matthias'
No,
sword.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
I thought it was a good
I'm
idea.
gonna enjoy smashing that swarmy looking guy.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay.
Did you find out what the other attack?
I don't know. Did I find Anhel? On
Yes, you do.
him? On him?
Yeah.
While
Try
all
to
that
fly
going
away.
on.
Got ground.
I have an idea.
I saw
I have several.
your compatriot Kip asked me to look for some.
Yeah.
Is that what you're asking me about?
For, like,
Once
you're unconscious, you're out.
I came across several individuals that looked like that. I don't know exactly
So I got options.
who I'm looking for.
Understand.
I was trying to find individuals that matched a combination of those descriptions.
First time they would drop.
I'm not 100% sure I did.
That gives us.
All right. Do you know where
There's
we
a
can find
warehouse.
the ones you found?
Yes, there's a warehouse near the dock.
Okay.
Docks where somebody looks slightly like the description, but I'm not positive.
All right. I'll take a look.
And then the other one comes back
Any little bit helps.
So, but
Again,
here's the thing.
this is not
I
what
can
I
do
do
this on both
normally.
of us.
I'm glad to help. This is actually
Or I
very
can do this
exciting.
on one of us and then do that.
Well, if you'd like to help a little more, I think I like your
You want
idea
me
of
to?
trying to lure him out, using him as bait.
So I'll put that on me.
Smash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, right now he's got to rest up, but I think,
Well, I really didn't mean bait. I meant more like...
well, you know, he basically goes around the docks. He makes it look like he's up to no good, doing some business with other people, and then maybe that'll get their
or deep in
attention.
thought.
Well, yeah, but maybe it'll get their
Or
attention
drunk.
to investigate,
Maybe if he was drunk.
and then we
Or
can
at
be
least
off in
appear
the
to be
distance. We could be off in the distance, keeping an eye on him.
If he would have vomited on himself. In
You know,
public.
these are all ideas we can think about.
If he
No
would
idea
have
better than others.
vomit and defecate on himself and then...
We're
pass out.
we're brainstorming here.
You guys talking about Mattias again?
We're brainstorming here. No ideas bad.
We're gonna
Some
parking
ideas
lot
are
that one now.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll put
so
a pin in it.
you're with him. The rest, you're resting.
Mm-hmm.
Mattias, Borinth, and Jumnus are heading toward the Blades and Sprudel. Yes? No? Maybe so?
I believe
Yes,
so,
yes,
yeah.
we are.
As far
That is
as I know.
correct.
And I will also head there as soon as I'm done with Anhil.
Okay, so you're also heading there. You meander your way through the streets of Constantinople. They're busy. It's busy with late morning commerce. Again, the temperature is cool, but not too cool.
Born just palming everyone in the head. Out of my way. I've got important business.
I'm still looking for that other guy that Kip described to me.
Okay,
As best I
roll an
can.
He
investigation
misses
check
every other
with...
person just runs over them.
Roll an investigation check.
Ooh, that's a 5.
You're sure you haven't seen him yet.
You're Jonas, right?
Wait, where are we?
Okay.
Okay, you enter in...
Something important.
You enter into the tavern. Midday, it's not a crowd per se, but there's a gathering of lunchgoers, early lunchgoers, and others who are minding their own business at darkened tables. Not a lot of windows here. Clearly, you very quickly see Guznachneo and Norskegin.
Woo!
They're both at a table,
Nini.
relatively close to the fire. Guznach has his back to you toward the entrance, and the thin, wiry Norskegin sits closer to the fire. He looks like he desires, perhaps needs, the warmth of it. He sees you. Norske sees you first, and then nods to Guznachneo. Guznach stands, and with one hand on his weapon, he says, "Greetings."
You want me to kill him now?
No, we need to agree to we need them to agree to let us kill them first.
Okay.
That's how we're gonna do this.
This
Hi,
conversation's happening
welcome.
right in front of them.
Hi.
And he nods towards the seats.
I
on
sit
the other
down.
side. And he sits down as well.
I'll sit as well.
You have to agree to this.
I believe, and I'll take out my mace and I'll drop it on the table, and I'll say, "I believe this is yours."
I challenge you to a duel.
The two of them look at it and then look at you. We were approached by Kniston and several of his guards early this morning. He asked if we might consider disqualifying ourselves. We did not answer. And then he proposed a tie. Norskegin said, "We told him we won." Guznach says, Kanister didn't respond. He seemed deep in thought for a while. If you know Kanister, that's quite unusual for him.
Yes.
I don't think Canistro likes Gorski here. Gorski.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, finally, I interrupted the silence. I
interesting
said, I
character.
think we've had our fill of Constantinople for now. I got the impression things are changing here. Yes? So we'll be taking our prize and leaving. Again with another long pause. Canistro motioned toward the guard, and he put a small chest with our prize money, potions, on the table. He didn't say anything, and then he turned. He just sort of nodded and left. Please excuse my caution, he says, motioning to his hand upon his weapon. I can't help but recall some of you were in the Emperor's box during our race.
Yes. This is true.
Yes.
I think, weren't you guys there as well?
Well, not during our race, no.
I thought they were.
During our race, you and I were in the Gorski. This guy over here.
Yes. Well, yes.
Well, we're
Kinda
on the
worse.
track.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah. As was I, yes.
Yes. You were. And that your compatriot, Matthias, is it? You were on the track, but your friend here, he was in the Emperor's box.
Okay. So what is...
What is your point?
We'll be taking our winnings and leaving.
Are you saying that we were cheating in some way? That we have no honor?
I don't think that's what he's saying at all.
I'm going to stand up at the table.
Well, here's the thing. You were...
He seems to be looking over the room. How many people are there? There's Matthias, Borin,
Oh, I did?
Jonas.
Oh,
Chumnus,
yeah,
I don't know if Bulber's
and
there.
Bulber's not there yet.
and Kip is not there. So I guess it's just us three. Well, here's the thing. The race was kind of a whole big mess. Yeah, that's a good word. Thank you. Are you there?
No.
Okay. Thank you, voice in my head. There was an attack. I'm sure you're aware of this. There was an attack by some kind of crazy
Yes, that was
organization.
terrible. No argument.
Yeah. There was a lot of weapons flying and magic going and things turning into things they shouldn't. I mean, personally, I think the whole race was, and also, I mean, part of it's on me. The rules not exactly the clearest, at least to me, which is probably my bad. So here's the thing. I don't care who wins officially or not. I don't care who the champions of the Hippodrome are. You could keep the title. That's fine. And you won this, I guess. I was going to give a counteroffer. Double or nothing. 2-on-2. Trial by combat. Not trial, but a physical competition. We have another item, maybe, to double or nothing this. Either one of you guys?
Yeah.
So, my mace and another item for your hammer and something else. Sweet in the pot.
Norske leans in. We already won the hammer.
We had the hammer.
You flew
I'd
across
rather.
the line of a chariot race.
it'd be fair. You kind
There
of cut
is
out
no honor.
half of the track.
There is no honor in the way you want.
Well, here, like I said, you could take the mace, walk away, and be done with it. Or you could, we could have a little sparring match, and you could win more.
Or I could leave your head on the table right now.
In a good way.
Yeah.
I think the odds right now is not in our favor or even. But,
What do you mean, 2 and 2?
no, your compatriots offer to leave my head or Norski's head on the table.
Both.
Oh, he's just... That's just...
What's your charisma?
I expected men of the North to have a lot more honor than you show. And maybe a lot more balls.
Let's not threaten him.
Your insult game is on point today.
Oh,
I'm not trying to threaten you guys. He is. I'm not. I just want a friendly competition.
To see who the real winners are.
well, as Norski said, we won the race. So we'll take our winnings and we'll be here at the end of the day. Let us mull over your offer. And where were you thinking of such a competition? It can't be in the tavern like this.
Sure, we could borrow a courtyard in the palace or something.
And what are you wagering?
Were you not listening?
I heard what he said. I haven't seen...
Question is, what are you wagering? What else are you going to put up? We already offered 2 weapons.
Did we? What's the... Show him the weapon. Show him what we're putting on the table.
Yeah, the mace and what else?
I have my hammer.
There you go.
I have not seen your hammer.
Oh, I'll show you my hammer. And I believe your friend I believe you did actually see my hammer.
Yeah, he did see his hammer when you
Up
first
close,
met.
actually, yeah.
Yeah. Very up close.
It was inside of you.
Oh, yes. Very well. We'll be here later today. We'll mull it over.
Sure. All right.
Very well.
Okay.
And what is your name?
I'm born.
Born. Yes. Born. Very well. Born. We'll be here. And,
There's the mace.
Right there.
You're handing it over now?
Yeah, they won it.
They still have to make a decision. Why would they even consider
Well, they've
doing
won
anything
it.
right now?
They have
haven't.
won it now. Well, they could win more. That's the whole point of this. They've already won the mace, and technically they won 1,000 gold from
I don't think
Baldur,
they won anything.
wherever he is.
not here to collect right now.
I don't think. I mean, I think it was a contested race, but I didn't make that decision. The Emperor did, so I don't get to decide that. Well, somebody did. They raised their hands. I mean, I wasn't even there at the table, but they raised their hands up as if they won. So, and if we change the ruling, there's going to be a riot. So we can't do that. I mean, but I'm not going to do that.
Absolutely.
Could just step outside right now.
So I will leave my mace.
Okay.
Switch my character sheet over to Jonas without the mace. Which I
And do you guys stay there at the table, or do
Sure, it's still good.
you get up and leave, or what do you do?
I don't know.
I'm standing there. So,
We stare at them for several
looking
hours.
at them,
Mace thou.
waiting
Did
for them
you
to make a
decide yet?
decision.
I go where the mace goes.
Yeah.
It's not mine anymore.
They
Or
take the
just-
mace in your
or
hands
just
to
leave the
attach
party.
to it.
Well, I guess
We-
we'll
They
drink with them.
drag you along with
Did you decide yet?
No.
There's something inside
We will meet with you later today or tomorrow morning. But we'll still be here. We're considering other offers up north. There's many who need our services.
Okay.
So, it's an interesting offer.
Like I said, if you want to win other cool stuff,
It's an interesting offer.
We could be found at the palace.
Yes. Very good. Until later, then.
Mm-hmm.
They get up and they leave. You stay there?
I take
We come back later.
a couple shots, and then I leave.
Take a couple of drink shots or dart shots?
Drinks. I down a couple of drinks, and then
you do darts.
And then I do darts. No, yeah, I don't know. That's all I had to do today.
Okay. Did you have anything else you were planning to do?
Oh, wait.
No.
No, really interesting. Okay.
Did I? Do I?
Just run
Did
after
I?
it. Just...
Don't do it.
on our
Just
way
take
back,
them
I'm going to
out.
stop by the marketplace. I'm going to check up on my suit of armor. And I'm going to purchase leeches.
While he's doing that,
Yes, I'm here. I'm listening.
I'm gonna head over to that temple thing again, and go in and Jamas.
Oh my gosh.
When you're done doing your shopping,
Mm-hmm.
meet me in here. I'll head over to that
Let me check.
temple or cathedral or whatever it was.
Okay, you head toward the temple, and
Mhm.
Jumnus, you're heading toward the armor. You get to the armor, and the person who was at the front comes forward. She comes forward and says, "Oh, I remember you.
Hi. Yes.
We're still working on it. I think it was
Okay. The halfway.
either tomorrow or the day after, right?
Yeah.
And
If possible, yeah.
is there a rush or?
I think we might be leaving soon.
Oh,
Sooner, like tomorrow.
we'll do what we can.
Would like. Okay, we'll stop by tomorrow before we head out. I know my friend Kip had ordered barding for his wolf.
Oh yes, okay. I couldn't forget that. Yes,
Yes.
I believe it was going to.
That's going to take a good long
2
while.
days as well.
From
I
here,
believe.
from today.
I believe so, but I'd have to check with her.
Okay.
That's a little bit more complicated.
Right. No, absolutely. Totally okay. I was gonna ask if it would be possible to ship it to another location.
Well, it's always possible.
Pay. But if it's gonna be in 2 days, then we'll just pick it up in 2 days.
Okay, very well.
Cool.
She smiles meekly and darts off to the back. Who else? You were looking for Amhel.
Wait, I already talked to him.
You already spoke with him.
Yeah.
You're resting.
No.
You're good.
Weaponsmith.
You're at the weaponsmith. You make your way to meet with Linka, right?
Yes.
Linka. And Linka says to you, what can I do for you?
Is there anything on display? Like,
Yeah, there's all types of weapons on display. And mostly daggers, though. Short swords, very, very short swords. And daggers. Very, what
We
you
have
might
to kill
call,
Well, you don't have to say no more.
dex kind of weapons.
We're getting your weapon back.
Okay.
Look, I messed
yes,
up.
hi.
I
I would like to
consequences.
purchase some
That's the point of the game.
daggers. What is your running price?
And then me, we'll get it back.
If they don't agree, they're gonna lose it. Don't matter.
It's not about the mace. It was more about the hammer.
It's for the greater good.
That is true.
It's about the greater good.
Think about
They have no reason to fight us.
They are just
We will give them a reason.
greedy mercenaries. We're out there for a
Us?
greater good. They are.
Oh, I'd say we're both just mercenaries.
No.
But think of all the good we could
I
do.
have no desire for gold. and
It
greed.
depends on how fine of a dagger you. How fine of a dagger you were looking for. And they're about a gold apiece. I mean, if you wish some type of specialized handle or a different balance or a different type of blade, we can change the price. Or if you have something specific in mind, we can have it made.
Just gotta get my hands on it. That's it.
Well, I'm looking for
Gotta get
some.
my hands on it.
Can you color the daggers, like the blades themselves?
Of course we can. It takes, you know,
He's done.
if you want it permanent, it takes,
higher
would have to be done full.
Yeah, I want to be
Just gotta
a
get my hands on
permanent
Silence on that.
black blade on a
The
black.
wizard.
Yes.
That would look outstanding.
I was gonna do
Yes.
something else.
What's your timeline? How quickly do you need them?
How quickly can you make it?
One.
Everybody in that fight was. I literally.
How long would it take you to make one?
If they do agree, it's not going to be easy.
I don't expect it to.
Looks
We'll see what
around
we
at
can
what
do.
he
This
has
is my
currently
100
in
miles.
progress.
Stats should be stats.
He says, I could probably get you one in a day.
Look at the save against it. Raise the save.
Can you get me 3 daggers, all with black blades and black coats?
Right at the top.
I went.
You gonna tell me Gorski is gonna have a good
2 days would be preferable.
Not at all.
Jesus.
Just he's
Get
gone.
the daggers ready, please. For the love of God, please. They're daggers.
You still,
Just buy 'em.
still have 16 of my gold, so you should be able to get.
No,
it
I
back.
never took that from you, actually. I never added that.
Well, I took it off, so somebody had it.
You can add it back on, I guess.
Sure, I'll add on.
You gotta
No.
go back to the where he dropped it.
I
Pick
gave
up.
it to him. It's his. And he never gave it back.
I just asked you to spot me if I lost.
I gave it. I gave it.
Okay.
We could do it, but we'd have to put some other work aside. So 9 gold for the 3 of them. Obviously, that's more than you would pay for a normal dagger. But you're asking for something specialized and very quick.
Yeah. 9 gold is fine.
Very well. Lika says, I'll see you in 2 days. Then,
2
right?
days, yes.
Yes.
And I walk out and head back to the library for more research.
Okay, you head back to the library.
Such a
Borin,
nerd.
you're heading toward
I thought
the.
you have vampires staying diamond right now.
That's pretty
It's
dope.
everything you ever wanted.
You forgot,
That's pretty dope.
you forgot the whole plan of bonding with your weapon.
Oops.
Is anyone else doing anything else?
I'm buying leeches.
Okay, Gymnast, you go and you buy some. You easily find a medical place, and the going rates that I said are actually about a quarter less than that. What
I have no idea what your going rates were. I'm so sorry. I don't
They
even know
were
where to,
half a copper piece.
I don't even know where to find them.
I thought they were on the
So a
meetup.
quarter that's an eighth of a copper piece. That's 8.
I don't know what to read up in
Go against the guys. That's
You have to
I
buy
might
them.
have I might have it in here somewhere.
I thought they were there. If they're not,
100,000 each.
I'm gonna print it out. Nope, I have 8 different character sheets, but
I was happy with the Assassin's Creed hitting. That'd be awesome.
you have no problem finding leeches whatsoever.
They're just all over people.
No, it's not just
Like,
that.
Just picks them up off the ground. Yeah.
hold on, let me borrow that.
Actually, they're not.
that was my
bad.
Walks into like a medical tent, starts picking them off while he
I'll be taking these.
Okay.
Oh, I thought this was a charity.
What are you looking for? Someone says to you, we have all sorts. We have small, regular, and giant leeches.
You have any extra large?
Get the jumbo size.
Jumbo shrimp leeches.
You get the Happy Meal leech?
No, we only have small.
You have fun size, pot
Let's see if
size?
Irene can bond me with this thing.
You see jars and jars of leeches,
You have a
and they say, well, some of these we do have a few, like extra giant. They're almost kind of some type of anomaly, if you will. I hesitate to use another term.
Oh, I was
To
joking,
offend
but
anyone.
I'll totally look at those.
But they don't live very long. So, and I can't tell you exactly how long they would live.
What? How good are they?
Well, they're probably at least twice as good as the others. But they don't live very long.
How much do
Typically,
they-
people in the arena buy them the morning of a fight or something like that.
Are they only I mean, because they're giants, they only live what, like a day or two? Is that what we're talking about?
No,
here?
they'll probably live longer than that. They'll probably live a few weeks.
Oh, a few weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, sure. What's the cost?
The giant leeches. We have
One
them
giant
for
gold coin.
giant leech for 2 gold. So I mean, extra giant. Those are. Those are huge.
For 2 gold?
Yeah.
A pop?
Yes.
How much for the rest of them?
Can't use the
Oh,
word
well,
pop with leeches.
the regular giant leeches are...
I want to buy out the store.
Regular giant leeches are half a gold, and what you would call 5 silver. And then the regular leeches are 2 silver, and the small leeches are 1 silver.
How many leeches do you have?
We have a lot.
Like, exactly.
I mean, I don't know. Look, you see jars behind
Just
you.
like a bunch of them?
Like a group
You see,
of
like,
leeches.
you're walking into, like, imagine going into, have you ever been into...
Is it like a leech store?
Have you ever been into, like, a vinegar and oil store?
Leeches
where
are
they
us.
sell... No, there's no reason why you would. Anyway.
No, that's...
'Cause
No, probably not.
You're not
I'm
old
like-
enough for
A
marriage.
lackey of leeches. Like, what's the term for?
I have a question. How come you need new
Suckling
leeches?
of
After you
leeches.
use them, don't you take them off and save them?
They're engorged with infected blood, and then they're
No.
just bad.
Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah. I guess I could kind of
Squeeze 'em out.
squeeze it out.
Question. Yeah.
If I squeezed infected blood on somebody, would it deal damage? Is it like necrotic?
In an open wound.
Depends.
just
Was it
feel
my
really
blood
heated
and was I
really,
drinking or not?
I just sell the leeches. I don't really...
Maybe I'll try that. I'll just try to overflow somebody with bad blood instead.
That's
It deals
a whole
1
leech
damage
system.
that a period like a month.
The leech or the
That's
person?
the problem.
Probably both. But I meant the person.
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. All right, so I'm just gonna buy a bunch.
Just
I'm
buy
gonna buy a
leeches.
boatload.
Sure. How many do you want?
100 gold for it.
1 big jar.
He sells you what you want.
I can take a
They
dozen.
take-
I can take a dozen of each.
Okay,
honestly.
you take a dozen of each, and he gives you like these these ceramic containers with lids on them, with them floating inside of them.
Okay, how many jars total would that be?
Well, if you want
Can I combine
extra
them?
large, you probably don't want to combine them.
Well, I'm not the sizes, but would that just be 4 jars?
Yes.
Okay, I'll do that. That's fine. Okay, cool.
A gannon of leeches. What? A gannon of leeches. G-A-N-O-N.
Like the bed.
Anything else you're doing?
Yeah.
No,
No, that's
you're good. Good. Mattias, you're good. Okay, Borinth, you said you head toward the
Temple.
toward the temple.
This is
Yeah.
not true. This has got to be fake.
I don't know, I'm missing something obviously.
I just looked up what a group of leeches is called, and it's called a gannon of leeches. And then I also stumbled upon that the feeding mode of leeches is called a locomotion. Which is weird. But anyway,
A group of pandas is called an embarrassment. Random fact.
anyway.
Okay, you
The
head
more you know.
into the Hagia Sophia. Huge building. It's a massive building.
Forgive me for the men I'm about to kill.
I don't ask for forgiveness.
Huge building. As you walk in, massive room, huge dome. You see several individuals praying throughout the different areas. What are you doing?
Gonna walk in, find a place. It's a quiet place somewhere.
This
Is there chair or what is it like? Is there?
There's no chairs per se, but there seems to be different altars or niches for different religions scattered throughout
Okay.
the. Throughout
Is there
the
anything I
Hagia Sophia.
recognize in there?
Roll a perception or investigation check, whichever is better for you,
Oh, neither.
with advantage. 'Cause you're spending time to look around.
Investigation or perception? Oh, they're both -1. That's a 9, 11, or 10. I'm sorry, I rolled 11.
Okay. An open book on a pedestal catches your attention.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and take a look.
You go up toward it.
Oh,
You went over
Can you
secrets
see that
20
already?
years ago.
yeah, I can see it now. Yeah. Okay. Just gonna look it over. See if I can make any sense of it.
The image on it, as you stare at it, it seems kind of distant, and yet at the same time, very, very familiar to you.
I'm gonna take it off the pedestal. I'm gonna sit down on the floor with it.
As you do, you go into almost like a dreamlike state. You're staring at the book. You remember your own sister's face. In the cold, she turns to you, she smiles, you can hear her laugh. It's intoxicating in a family way to hear your own sister's laugh. The snow is blinding around you. It's bright. It's deep. As she turns away your eyes, as they're wont to do when you're walking through snow, you turn your eyes downward. And you watch your own heavy leather skins crunch in the snow. You feel the pine needles breaking underneath your feet. A deep, resonant voice says to you, "Warren, is this familiar?"
Very much so.
And how so?
It's home. This is what home was like. But I'm not home now. So what is this?
Even as you say that, staring at the books, your mind meanders to other thoughts and dreams that you've had recently. In the dream, still deep in snow, you look up and then you look side to side, and you're standing among friends, allies, a disorganized rabble around you. It's a formation of sorts, but it's not an organized group in any sense of the way. And you seem to know this. A fleeting moment passes. And even now, as you are probably asking yourself, is this a dream, a premonition, something that happened in the past? Or is this something that happens in the future? Broken by the cacophony of clanking metal in the distance, you look across an open field, and there, across tundra of snow, you see another army arrayed before you. A voice next to you says, a very familiar voice, a friend from your youth, perhaps, or someone else, says, "I will see you after the battle." But you're fixated straight ahead. Emerging from the opposite woods, those disciplined soldiers start to emerge and they start marching towards you. Their silver armor reflects in the snow. Red plumes and banners flutter in the light wind. Their drums beat steadily, and you hear the precision of their thumping feet upon the ground. Slowly, this organized phalanx inexorably moves towards you. The same voice you heard a little while ago says, "Horn, were you there?"
I don't know.
You feel like you have to charge or stand. What do you do?
I stand.
You stand your ground among those around you, leaning out and looking to either side of your line. It's holding, but it's very weak. It looks like they're about to break at any moment. Turning toward the onslaught, the figures, they change before you. Like the fog, it slowly envelops them. The snow rises through their feet. Ice rises up They seem unfazed by this. They march on, their legs turn to ice, and then their torsos, and then their arms, and then their weapons, and then finally their heads turn to ice. The voice says to you, Lawrence, what do you fight for?
I fight for my family, and I fight for my people. I fight for my home. I fight for our way of life.
And what is that way of life, Boren?
It's the old ways. The ways in which we lived as a community, and we fought as a community, and we died together as we lived together. That's what I fight for. And I'll keep fighting until I have that back. In my life or in my death, I will keep fighting for it.
Suddenly you're called back to reality. And even with the sound in the background, it starts to fade and you're staring at the parchment. Do you continue to look at the book?
Yeah. I'm gripping it like really tight now.
As you continue to look deep into it, suddenly you're immersed in it once again, and it is almost as if it is black as night. Everything goes black, except for flames beyond in the distance. And then you see explosions and all types of chaos breaking loose. A massive, hideous beast with its tail and almost ridiculous ears covered in fire rises up. Its tail coils back and whips forward. From it flies a huge fireball straight in your direction. The ball grows larger in the darkness, and then it approaches. Searing pain engulfs you, and you can see it taking down numerous individuals around you in the sticky flame. The sky glows red with flames. Men scream and blinding flashes are all about. Resonant voice asks, and why do you fight for these friends? Why do you fight for the old ways when so much is lost?
Because we are not lost yet.
Is it not easier just to give up, Boren?
My family never gives up. Boren never gives up.
The massive tail whips forward. Another fireball hurtles toward your general direction. Looking from side to side, your compatriots falter. Looking back, as if in slow motion, a knight with a red and white dragon's teeth atop a massive frothing beast thunders forward from beyond. The ground trembles under the horses' hooves as they slam home. Easily a half dozen more around him, their steel faces resigned to death. Another huge explosion rings out. Was their cause honorable, Boren?
The most honorable. For family. For my people. There is no better cause. And they will all pay the price. Those who did this to us. Those who destroyed our way of life. They will pay the price.
As if woken by almost a gentle alarm clock, you find yourself staring at the book. But you know you're staring at a book. A voice standing next to you says, "Does this mean something to you?"
Turn and look at whoever it is.
You turn and you see a man in black robes from head to toe, a long flowing white beard, white hair. You recognize him. You've met him before. You may not place his name, but you met him once before. You met him in the palace. He looks askew at you. "I don't know your name."
Do you know what this book is?
It is one of the old books.
How did this get here?
Someone brought it.
Who?
I don't know.
I'm taking it.
Very well. Does it mean that much to you?
It does. What do you know about this book?
I am a priest here. My name is Nicodeme of Peck.
I'm Borinth.
Borinth. If this book that means that much to you, you may take it. I have not seen anyone look at it in a long time.
This book speaks to me in some ways. You know nothing else about this book?
There are many pages in this book. I have not read it. I have looked through it. It's not my religion.
What are you a priest of?
I'm an Orthodox priest.
I don't know what that means.
Christian.
There's all these different religions, and none of them have spoken to me. I have a friend who speaks to Sarenrae, and you're a priest of Christianity. How I have a friend who speaks to ghosts, but nothing ever speaks to me. Not the way that this book spoke to me.
You were pretty intently focused on this book. I would say in some way it did speak to you.
Maybe. Maybe he did.
He reaches over, he folds the top of it, and he gently lifts it up. Just take it. Hopefully it will find you peace. Whatever it is for.
I take it. Is there anything else you can tell me about this?
I think you will probably know more about it than I will in short time.
The person who brought this book in here returns. Would like you to let me know somehow.
And how would I do that, Borinth?
Well, we'll be at the palace for another couple days. And what's the name of our ship?
Raid Day Italia.
Yeah, that ship. It's not a boat. It's a ship.
There's a ship.
You look for us at the docks.
I know you from the palace. Why?
We're with a group that competed in chariot races, and
yes.
we've been traveling around trying to make some sense of this world and right some of the wrongs that are out there.
I know this is going to sound wrong to you. But do you have something personal that you could leave me with that would help me in contacting you? It could be a lock of hair, it could be something personal. I don't want to offend you, nothing too intrinsically of value. You don't have to. It's up to
No,
you.
you've helped me a great deal here. allowing me to take this book from here. I'm going to reach onto my necklace, my bear claw necklace. I'm going to pull off one of the claws. I'm going to hand it over to him.
He takes it.
This is as personal as it gets to me.
And I can tell this is very valuable to you. This is probably of more value than I need to contact you. But I understand that this shows how important it is to you.
It is, and I don't have much.
Very well. If we do find who brought this here, I will let you know.
Thank you.
I wish you well.
You as well.
And he turns and he goes off. What do you do?
I take the book, put it in my pack, and I'm just gonna kind of sit back down on the floor for a few minutes and just try to absorb a little bit of what just happened. And think about my sister a little, and just kind of wonder where she is. And I'm just going to ask somebody in my head. I don't necessarily know who, but I'm just going to ask if somehow they can show me where she's at and what happened to her. And then after I think about that a little bit, I'm going to head out.
Okay. You head back out into the streets of Constantinople.
So Borinth told me to meet him when I was done. So I'm going to be approaching the temple.
Okay. You see Borinth coming out of the temple.
Perfect. Yeah. How did
So you do?
you got a book?
Yeah.
Like, do you know how to read?
Some books you don't have to read.
Picture books. So it's a picture
Yeah.
book.
Something like that.
I mean, there's a picture of it.
All right. Well,
How wise these guys.
let's head back to the palace then. You've got everything you need.
So, dude, let's go.
I thought he could read. He could read Latin.
Oh, I thought he couldn't read at all.
I can't read it.
Cave drawings.
Yeah, let's get away from this church. It gives you nothing but questions.
Even with pictures, you're, like the guy's pointing like a sword, you're just like, is that banana?
Why don't you go in there anymore?
Too funny.
I don't know. I didn't catch it.
I think he was laughing at your thing.
And I was laughing at what Brian Borinth said.
What did I say? Oh, why doesn't he go in there anymore?
Oh, the answers I want aren't there. They're elsewhere. So I think I'm done looking for answers. I think I have the answers here.
I think you have all the answers.
I think you got the answers I need.
You don't need to find answers within walls. I agree with you on that.
I know what I've got to do. To the palace!
Off to the palace you go.
Oh, thank you. They're everywhere. They're all over the place.
Sorry,
They're
I don't mean to
flying.
be rude by talking,
this for you?
but I'm trying to get it to you
Who's
guys.
this for?
It's
Is
just
this for
fun.
me or him?
That's for inspiration. It's for you.
Oh, thank you.
Inspiration for RP. Anyway, Champions of the Sun. Okay, Balder. Mattias, Balder, and Jumnus. Each of you roll a wisdom save.
A wisdom save?
Yes, please.
Not as good now that I don't have my mace. That's a 16.
These don't have a minus anymore. They got a 2. I'm 100 years old.
I got
Really should have kept your fair mason.
17.
That would have been a 20 if I had more.
Matthias, you have a sense neither you nor
Yeah.
you notice anything.
Was I supposed to roll
Matthias.
something?
Yeah, wisdom save.
Nope.
No,
Nope,
he's-
not
no.
you.
Oh,
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
you.
I thought you meant the whole group.
Nope. Nope. I said Matthias, Boulder, and Jumnus. You have a sense, almost that, like a watchful shadow, if you will, is hanging over you. It's a feeling akin to someone staring at the back of your neck.
That's not disconcerting at all.
What's that? What are you talking about?
What's wrong,
Are we not
Matthias?
with them?
We're heading back to the house. So,
Oh, I thought he was with us.
Nobody says anything to you. You just sense that.
Oh, I guess he was.
With you.
Yeah, I guess he's with Ball.
Yeah.
If I look around, do I see anything?
No, you don't.
Is everything all right, Matthias?
Do you ever get the feeling you're being watched?
Sometimes.
That's just the parent.
That's just the eyeballs in my
I feel like something's staring at me. I don't know why.
Yes. Sometimes. I guess I'll just look around, see if I see anything.
No, you don't see anything.
I don't see anyone, Matthias.
Something's off. I don't know what, but something is.
Where are we right now?
Where are you? I don't know.
The streets of Constantinople, heading toward the palace, as best I know, unless you tell me otherwise.
Okay, yeah. I'll send my raven up and see through my raven, see if it sees anybody.
Okay. Sure. Have the raven roll a wisdom save.
Blessing.
I have no idea. I'm just gonna
Sure,
say
why
straight
not?
up
Yeah,
because I don't know
sure,
what.
why
it
not? We'll see.
20
Natural 20?
Yeah. Yo, them dice.
Right?
for the raven.
Nice.
It's because it's for the raven.
How does the raven communicate with you?
It's just
He's
I'm
seeing
looking
his
through
eyes.
it, so it's just me.
You
I see and
You
hear
have a
through it.
telepathic bond.
You
with it.
almost-
No,
yeah.
feet.
Like it's not speaking to me. I'm just in
You
it.
almost feel like you see through its eyes. You feel like there's somebody, like a blurry image watching you.
Can I try and like hone in on it, or is it not?
You try to. It's not something you can reach. It continues to fly toward it, and it's not there.
Okay.
It just seems to fly.
Okay, so I get like the feeling that someone is watching, but not physically, like not actually in the square.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. So I'll just come back. So I see again.
Okay. And you're back. Are you all together?
I guess now, yeah. Right, yeah, we're
Actually,
looking.
we're going to the palace.
You're all together
so
except
sure.
for yourself. You're at the library, and the rest of the party is together except for Kip. Kip is back in the room recovering. You make your way toward the palace. Yes. No. Where are you
yeah.
going?
Yeah, we had nothing else to do. I don't think.
Oh,
Okay.
why do you keep looking over your
I thought
shoulder?
so.
I don't know. I got this feeling yesterday, and Matthias just said he did now. Somebody's watching us.
Yeah, it's probably that guy that Kip kept seeing.
Yeah, that
But
makes
it's
sense.
it's like a feeling of they're not here in person, as if some sort of magic. I'm not familiar with that type of stuff, though.
Some sort of scrying?
Would we know anything about magics that can do this?
You've heard of scrying. I mean, you don't know how to do it, but you've heard of it. If that's what he said.
Yet.
It sounds plausible.
Okay. All right. So there's a chance that it's some type of scrying magic. Somebody actually watching us magically.
Okay.
It might not be. I mean, it just
Yeah.
since he mentioned it, that is a possibility.
We don't. I mean, we don't see anybody else around.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone. It was just a feeling.
No.
A feeling I got through my raven.
Right.
And I got it just as we were walking. Just the feeling of someone staring at
now.
the back of your head.
Huh. Maybe
Somebody's interested in what we're doing.
it could
I wouldn't
be.
be surprised.
I mean, if it is scrying, it makes. Well,
Is it the dragon?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
you said staring at the back of your head.
Yes,
That's his
like
good
someone
side.
was behind me, just
All right.
staring at me.
I'm gonna turn towards behind Mattias, and I'm gonna say, "Don't worry, Gazi, we're coming back for you." That's what I'm gonna say.
Ooh.
So you hear that, Mattias?
If you got that right, bravo.
You tell him.
Never
I don't know who else would be doing it.
Tell him
Wait
it's
a
coming.
I mean, it
minute.
could be the dragon you guys have to deal with.
Hang on.
Wait,
Strange things are
that
afoot at
actually
the
had an
Circle K.
effect. I couldn't hear.
Wait, what did you say?
That actually did something?
I just said.
Is that,
No.
is that,
No.
Didn't do anything.
Oh, it's
I thought I missed something for
No.
a second.
We have no confirmation that that.
No, your dad just said that you heard John say that.
Well, yes, I did. I logically assumed that I would have. I admit, the Ghazi is.
I'm trying to be super
One of
cool
the-
about it, so I'm just gonna keep walking back where I was going after that.
Ga-
I'm gonna
Gazi-
say it, and then I'm gonna
hang
turn
on.
back around and keep
Ghazi
going.
is what? You said
Suppose
no.
it could make sense.
What's,
You said
what
you
is
admit
Brian's hit
what?
point total?
Yeah, he's just
I
checking.
admit, the idea that it was him had passed through my
You're
mind.
still level 8,
Oh.
right?
I can't think of many people who would have that kind of magic.
I can think of one dude.
The Ghazi, Ardrad.
To the
I honestly think
Danish
it's
Has
the
he
dragon
communicated
guys
with
want me to deal
you
with.
again?
I think it's the dragon.
No,
you guys
he
want me to
hasn't
deal with.
since last time.
Whoever it is, they're working for Ghazi, so I just sent a message direct to him, and now I'm walking to the palace.
Can you use your spell for him? Can you talk to him?
I actually totally could, yeah.
And
think
speak
you
to
just
me while
But I think I
you
just
just
did,
did.
I'm
so...
miles
yeah.
away. I can see no reason why he could not scry.
Wait, who couldn't scry?
Just use the read for
Ghazi.
keywords.
Like
Is this you?
Osman.
Oh,
he's
I'm not
confused.
there. I mean, I'm not there. I'm still walking.
That's like it's really awesome.
But I think it's
And
a
then it ends it with. Do I
That
have
makes
five
sense.
more words?
Hey, Ghazi, it's me, Jumnus.
Your old pal.
We're coming for you.
Do I have 5 more words?
Stop spying on us, you dumb jerk. Bye.
Everybody have a good time?
Yeah.
Are we done?
Awesome.
Yeah.
I know, it rots.
No, it's all
5
good.
of 10. I would love to keep going. Dylan, do you have a good time?
Yep.
Traits, ideal bonds, flaws.
To the strudel.
What was that cool for you? What was not cool for you? What are you looking forward to? Not looking forward to?
Well, I won the dart match, and I also like to help the Champions of the Sun. I spent the entire time in the library, except when I was with them at the bar, and just researching information through the group.
Okay. Do you have access to
Discord?
Not Discord, Obsidian Portal?
Yep.
If you can, put on there in the your character what you're specifically looking for.
Okay.
I'm not saying you're going to find that, but at least I'll have a better idea. Does that make sense? It helps me prepare.
Anything.
Food for thought. 1,500 on experiencer
I
because
tried to
you're
get you something to
750
I was ready to throw down.
and different. You have a skill
Yeah,
5th
got
level,
all-
right?
You got a
So
whole big
it's,
thing. now.
1,500 on
You got a
experience.
split screen, so for like 10 minutes.
Ryan, did you have a good
Oh,
time?
did I? Yeah.
Not anything
Traits,
to think
idea, bonds,
about.
flaws.
Not much.
Not much. I thought it was
true.
cool. You even threw in their eyes. I had
didn't
something
expect
else
that
set
at
up
all.
and I totally forgot
I
about it.
was not prepared for that at all.
Oh well.
Right. It's just like,
You are 8th level. You're still the peak guy in the party, so or one of the 2 peak guys. 750 on experience, sir. Mark, did you have a good time?
Yes. I mean, I spent most of the session asleep, resting.
got a tiger.
Yeah, but I got
Oh, well, you got
Tiger.
3 beasts
We got
now.
the beasts. We got the beasts taken care of. We triggered the to go take a look and try and find Sapale and the lady. Yeah.
And you now also speak. Am I talking out of turn?
Oh no. No.
Okay. You also speak an unidentified, as of yet, woodland or barnyard animal language.
Yeah.
And you can speak, which to me I think is wickedly cool. For somebody who grew up watching the original version of Dr. Dolittle. I think is wickedly cool is you can speak to riding horses.
Yes, I can do that.
I think that's really cool. It doesn't make them smart,
Right.
It just makes them you're able to talk to them, which I still think is
I have a
cool.
lot of conversations that are just, I don't know.
1,300 on
Oh,
experience.
Of course. Whoever heard of a talking horse?
1,300 experience.
Thanks.
Unless, of course, you're
Red.
not supposed to
Traits,
be a
idea, bonus,
joke.
flaws. Did you have a good
The
time?
famous
Yeah,
Mr.
except for the Mace saga.
Yeah, you know what? It is what it is.
We're gonna get your mace back and that guy's hammer back.
what it is.
It's fine.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
The
I mean,
strudel.
I furthered, more. Adios, man. More sending with some Anita. I gave my mace up,
He's got his pen pal.
as reluctantly as it may be. Bought leeches. Had that moment with Borinth about not finding answers in churches. And I had a really cool one-liner, maybe to Osman-Ghazi. Who knows?
A very cinematic moment.
Yeah,
That's how it ended.
Okay, 20. You are still the highest level. I did get an adventure log from you, and
Yes.
the hook's reading through it there. Very, very clearly defined. Thank you very much for doing that. Did I read that right? Yeah. Oh no. 1050 on experience. So, Brian, did you have a good time?
Yeah, that was fun. We laughed
Was
a
it?
lot this session.
You
Yeah,
what?
we laughed our asses off most of the session. It was great.
Yeah, we had a lot
It
of
was
light
great.
moments.
It was
I
fun.
think I owe you another
Why?
for the RP during the.
Oh.
How'd you like that? Was that too much, or was
No,
that,
it was
I know,
great.
I
It
never
was-
know.
I
Because,
wasn't ready for it. I wasn't expecting it,
Well,
which
I
made
don't
it
wanna
even
make
better.
you quote ready.
No,
But I
that's
know
what
that
made it even better.
sometimes that stuff falls on its face.
No, I thought it was awesome. I hope it was like enjoyable for everyone to.
Sucked.
Yeah,
Sucked.
That was me.
No, it was all good. It was all good.
No, it was really cool. I really loved it. I enjoyed it.
Cool. I'm glad you did.
It gets like we want to have the right responses, and
There is no.
I'm trying to stay in the character, and I'm trying to think what would
It's all live.
yeah. No, it was great.
Obviously, I have to prepare a bit, but
Yeah. No, it was fun.
Your adventure logs.
I really enjoyed
I
it.
mean, yeah.
Good. I'm
I
glad
had
you
fun
did.
this session. I got to be drunk Borinth, which is always fun.
Oh yeah. That was our pub shenanigans.
I love being
Very
drunk
funny.
Borinth. Drunk Borinth is a lot more fun than serious. I want to kill everything, Borinth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,300 on experience. Mattias, did you have a good time?
I did.
I'm glad the technology finally worked out there. I know it was transparent to everybody else, but I'm glad it finally worked out. I don't know if you got 750 on the last experience. I think for some reason I failed. I watched the last stream and I think I failed to give it to you last time. It was 750
You did.
last. I did give it to you? Okay.
You gave it.
Okay, and then 1,000 because you're one level below, and I didn't see an adventure hook or log from you, so 750 and 250 for the difference, 1,000 experience points.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, you got to be getting pretty close
That pushes
to.
me to level 8.
I'm sorry.
That pushes me to level 8.
Huzzah! Level 8.
Nice.
How do you like arrow and something like that?
Okay, and I raised my wisdom by 1.
He's going to raise his wisdom. Thank you for watching Seven-Sided Dies Carpathian Adventure. We would like to thank Sirenscape for the use of their audio sound effects. That's www.syrinscape. Let me pull some of these other pots down. There we go. Sirenscape.com. Artist Yenu and Silky Noir for their terrific character art. Please patronize them by the @ at Yenu Draws on Instagram, the @ Yenu on Tumblr and Twitter, and patronize Silky Noir on DeviantArt. Please comment in the Twitch chat room on Instagram, on Facebook, and on YouTube. While we do this strictly for fun, please know that we want to know how we can improve it, so send us a message. Lastly, please follow us on Twitch and Instagram, like and subscribe on YouTube and Facebook. Please subscribe. I think we're up to 63 subscribers. Huzzah! 63. Like 4 in the past week. That's awesome. Thank you guys. We do really appreciate it. Trying to get a custom URL at 100. For now, thank you for watching. Roll a 7-sided die and have a great night. Good night.